We don't we love what? Okay, that was weird. Okay, are we back? That was odd. Okay, note to self, don't turn that shit off. Hello, Luna. How you doing? How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Oh, oops, I forgot to... I was changing the settings before I activated the live stream. There we go. Okay. Now... Alright, give me a sec, y'all. Oh, that's not the right one. Wait, that can't be right. It's not the right one. There we go. This is the right one. Oops. I wonder, like, how it sounds when I do it. What's up? What? Oh, yeah, Leo. My bad. Sorry. My apologies. Sorry about that. Is there any way you can change your username to Leo? Because I keep calling you Luna because of your username. I'm sorry. I had egg bites today. What are egg bites? Like, deviled eggs? I can't see Twitch chat yet, y'all. Just give me a sec. I might have to
YT won't let me. I have school tomorrow.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Rough.
Change my name.
YouTube won't let you change your name? That's not correct. It should. Why wouldn't it? Lets anyone change their name. Hold on, one sec.
Time to wake up at 6 a.m. again.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Well, then you should probably snooze, bro. I'm just trying to... Hold on.
Nah. I'm gonna stay for at least an hour.
Hmm. Let's see.
I got new lobster claws to make tails, 30 of them.
New lobster claws? What do you mean by that? Oh no, it's... Okay, that was September 2nd, gotcha. Right, I'm supposed to see my partner tomorrow. Damn it. Forgot about that. Hold on one sec, y'all.
Random, but I had the tastiest lunch today. I had shrimp.
Let's see, you had shrimp? Hold on.
Oh, I just remembered I haven't had dinner.
Shrimp is delicious, yes. I agree. Got new lobster claws to make 30 tails. My god. Yeah, what? Excuse me. Okay, is that what those are? It's like little things to mess with, or it's a little thing to I say it's the thing to make fursuits. Got it. I see. I did not know that was its name. Okay. Let me go to the Discord real quick. Let me notify people and let me send them to I'll send them to YouTube again today. Because YouTube is fine. The Discord real. All right.
I'm going to California in October and I'm going to Disneyland, but we couldn't find any Mickey ears that I like, but then we found bendable wolf ears, so I made a tail RN to match with it. Yip.
That's fun. I kind of surprised your family can afford Disneyland. They must be pretty wealthy. It's wild. Good for y'all. Anyway, okay. Alrighty. Uh,
I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World and not planning to ever go TBH.
yeah. Well, I mean, I used to have a family. We would like they would go to like Six Flags in California often. Everybody would jump in the minivan and like everybody would put their money together for us to have a trip, which was pretty nice of them. You know, because we couldn't, none of us really could afford it, so we all had to like, so they all
On my
had.
mom's GFS birthday yesterday, she was offered millions of money.
Sorry, huh? Who the fuck offers millions of dollars? Second off, who has millions of dollars?
From the bank.
Again, when the fuck does a bank? Why would a bank offer millions of dollars? Wait, why would a bank offer millions of dollars? That's even more suspicious. That's so shady. Who the hell would offer that kind of money? That sounds extremely shady. And not real.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope, was she a part of, like, a claim or something that, like, that essentially, like, almost financially ruined her? So now she just, like,
And it was Capital One too.
That is suspicious. The only thing I don't understand is exactly why they would do that. For a greedy company, usually they do everything they can not to
I'm going
pay
to a theme
people.
park on November 2nd. I'm excited. I've been to the theme park before and it was really fun. Also, it was the second time I have ever went in a roller coaster.
Yeah. The only time I think I've been to a park, like, or to a roller coaster park is what do you call it? Yeah, it was that Six Flags trip, but I was like 8. It was nice. I loved it. I absolutely loved like going to the how do you say it? I absolutely loved going to the Six Flags.
Like they offered $8 million.
That's that's suspicious. Your mother must have been like must have been like financially destroyed then, and the company was like, "Oh shit, we better give her some money before she tries to sue us
I
for
doubt that's real.
even more." Yeah. Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is she getting scammed? Like, she could also get scammed as well. That could also be a problem. It's either A, she's getting scammed, B, the company is like trying to give an appeal so she doesn't take them to court because she got financially ruined, or C, you just misheard. 'Cause there ain't no way that shit's real. Or sorry, or C, she probably could be in a very suspicious, like, you know, uh, group that could be doing that shit. Which, honestly, if they're stealing from Capital One, who cares? Capital One deserves it anyway. Um,
I'm a minor, I don't know how being an adult is.
yeah, I'm gonna let you know, those are the main three things that usually
It's
companies,
probably a scam. If there's a link and asks for credit card info, debit card info, ECT, then is definitely a scam.
yeah, here's the thing is, if there's a company that's like, hey, I'm gonna give you free money, companies don't do that. In reality, corporations will just do everything they can to, even for people that actually have been ruined by their company, they will do everything they can to bring lawyers and shit in so they never have to pay someone, because it's cheaper for them to pay those lawyers than it is to just pay the person that got ruined by the company. The second thing is, everyone tries to scam you for money all the time, and now with AI, that's only
My mom
ramped
taught me
up.
about this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And if that's, and then it's second off, if someone tries
When
to,
I was like 10.
yeah, well, it's good to get a reminder. No one should think she probably
That's
never,
what heard that they offered $8 million, and then I zoned out.
yeah, so then it's a scam. It most likely was a scam. So, that's the thing is the second thing, like, you know, and now with like AI, it's just even worse because now people can actually be scammed because people's voices are getting cloned for scams and getting shitloads of money off of people. And it costs them $8 a month now. Just fucking insanity. Anyway. Why? Why is this being like this?
My mom got scammed off of a credit card safety app.
I see. Credit card safety app? The thing that's supposed to be protecting your credit card? Oh, wow, that's like a whole new level of sleazy. That's like a brand new level of sleazy. Anyway. Alright. Excuse me. Okay. Alright.
Well, it kept her credit card protected, but it wouldn't stop the subscription.
That's wild. Oh yeah, no, they'll always continue. Yeah, subscription companies will do everything they
Like
can.
okay now I just realized I've said like 5 billion times now.
Hmm. What are you talking about? Oh, there's no one on the server today. Oops, excuse me.
Girl, we've been knowing how to draw.
Oh god.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?
Beatboxing puppy.
I'm the beatbox puppy. I know you think it's funny. All the people know they love me. I need some food in my tummy. I'm the beatboxing puppy.
Oh, one sec. I need to check something else. Damn
Are
it.
you feeling better cause you were sick yesterday, right?
I'm still sick. I still have a cold.
Oof.
Yeah. I'm gonna be sick for a bit, so unfortunately. Anyway, let's see here.
I have a heart me out about my friend.
Heart me out? What do you mean a heart me out? What does that mean?
He should be a kind of
Alrighty. That thing pop up? No, it did not. Alrighty, here we go.
Hear me out, goddammit, my so-elling.
So welling? What does that mean?
he should be a kind of era of maximum human flourishing where we travel to the stars
Spelling.
And colonize the galaxy.
So I can eat them?
Oh god, that guy actually... Oh, that was a Google employee. Good to know.
Yes.
Taking a look now, I would not recommend eating that.
We've been sold this fantasy that artificial intelligence will swoop down like a chrome-plated eagle and eradicate every obstacle in our path. It's
Oh god, no, it's one of these fucking... It's one of these fucking channels. Oh god, it's one of the ones that are late that talk in that weird repetitive pattern. That sounds like this and talks like how a fucking 90s rappers used to talk. Ooh boy, okay. What the fuck? What the hell? Thing stinks. Okay. That's wild.
Eats my door.
Don't eat your door. No, you need that.
Oh yeah, yesterday I sent a speed paint of a drawing I drew but don't feel pressured to watch it. I'm happy watching whatever that video is.
I think...
As long as it's not P0RN or SMTH obviously.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna frickin'... I'm not trying to get banned off of Twitch. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. Oh, let me, let's be... Yeah, I saw it previously. I thought I showed this on stream already. Oh, oops. I accidentally put it in the wrong chat. Hold on. Whoopsie daisy. Hold on. Let me try this one more time.
Eats my dead TV.
Dead TV? Don't do that. That has radiation in it. I think.
No, you didn't show it, I don't think.
Okay, hold on. Let me actually add everybody in the... Accidentally put it in the wrong chat.
Add.
Yeah, of course. Damn it, dude. It's only been 20 minutes. How is there an ad already?
But I hungry.
You're hungry?
Oh Skittles.
Skittles? No, that's me. Don't do that. Ah, I see. An AI cover of the voice actor of Kane. Good to know.
Inhale Skittles, I taste colors now.
No Skittles, I taste color. No. No, that's me. How dare you? That was cute. I'm just The shading also as well. Good job. It is kind of crazy how like even just flat color still looks very colorful.
Yippee shitty drawing.
I know that sounds.
Not you. Ty.
That's not a shitty drawing. It's well made. Who you calling? What are you calling shitty drawing? It's not. This isn't. There's just like shading and freaking like afterglow on it. It's actually well put
I'm
together.
talking about the candy.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, that's pretty much dialogue
Whoa.
that they would have. It's pretty funny. I always am kind of curious, like, it is kind of crazy how, like, something with this design...
I want to eat your art moss.
It is kind of cool that, how do you say it, when the dialogue, like, from this character is, like, I mean, it's legit the artists themselves and them saying, like, they're not satisfied with, you know, with anything, despite, you know, despite them having so many
Steps
options
closer to the art.
to spend, like, you know, despite so much, how do you say it?
Thanks, Leo. I think.
Despite having so much, how do you say it? It is kind of cool because they do bring up the idea of, like, yes, there's, like, a variety of options you can do, but it really... The character does represent the dissatisfaction every artist has with their own art when it comes to like anything they make, which I'm assuming that's what that's about. Or again, the people that are not comfortable in their own body type thing that can also regret, like, you know, other
Eat
things
art
in the
because it's so
future.
good.
Well, like, don't eat it. That thing is paper. It's got ink in it. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's cool. I honestly think it's pretty awesome that it's like, yes, it's a self-insert. Yes, it's a self-insert, but I don't really care because the character is extremely fucking relatable, and I can't really say that about a lot of characters of a lot of shows. You know, even especially, well, I mean, I can say that about a lot of characters in a lot of shows, but this one, like, feels directly like that one felt like Gooseworks character.
Okay, I'm not hungry now.
The Gooseworks character just definitely is the definition of like how you say it, the definition of the artist. I mean, she is the artist in one of the or in the show, so she's the artist of the show. But you know what I mean. Y'all get it.
I need to start watching Tag.
You should. It's very, very well made. I will say, like, at first it starts out like it really is for, like, preteens, but later it really does actually get adult, which could be, like, boring for teenagers, but it is very well made for adults now. It's very, like, some of the episodes are really starting to get more adult-like, and I really do appreciate it, honestly. I really do appreciate that they actually matured their show compared to kind of how it started.
Leo, if you don't want spoilers, then cover your ears and close your eyes. I want context behind Gangle, Ragatha, and Kinger dressing up as cats in episode 6.
In episode 6? Why would they be dressing up as cats? The last episode had, like, literal guns in it. That was the entire plot. Which, actually, weirdly, was also fleshing out the characters even more. Wait, what? Wait, I don't remember them dressing up as cats in episode 6. Did they? That can't be right. I don't remember that. Hold on. I remember all the different art styles.
When Zoable gets shot, they go to the loser corner and they dressed up as cats.
Wait, really? I don't remember that. I just remember all the heartfelt moments where freaking Kinger was being where Kinger was being, like, the best. where Kinger was like, of course, being the absolute best character like he always is, and like, and the weird ISIS like logo thing, but you know,
Kinger's dad era.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The literal thing of showing it's like, hey, look, this guy literally
Okay, I
is.
cringed myself out.
This guy.
Oh no, it looks like I took Ragatha and put her in the deep fryer. AHH Jax.
Yeah. Yeah, where they put the freaking. Yeah, where Kinger's friggin' being an absolute G, and unfortunately, just like giving him so much time that he's probably gonna end up being the first to get abstracted. So that's fun. I don't remember them getting. Hold on, I'm like trying to double check to make sure that. Forget how good this animation is. Hold on, I'm like trying to look at like. Trying to look at like the. They're not cats. The fuck? You said when they died they have like cat ears. I feel like I would have remembered that, and you just baited me. I literally.
Goose did say that none of the main cast will abstract, so Kinger will probably abstract. Yeah, but Goose Works does lie a lot.
Goose did say
I
it.
didn't lie.
None of the main.
Whoever like Warrior Cats, Lion's Pride, and stuff like that.
I'm
Marry me.
literally looking at the thing when they passed. Hold on. No.
I'll send you a screenshot.
No, look. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look.
Bro.
They're not here. Look. It's nowhere to be found. None of them have that kind of thing.
No, when Zoobki dies.
Oh, when Zubul dies?
Zoable.
Hold on. That is a that screenshot goes hard, went hard. Hold on, wait. That screenshot goes hard as fuck. Hold on. The one where she has like all the fucking gun. Yeah, that goes fucking hard. Holy shit. Wow. That is a fucking wallpaper right there. Like, god damn, that shit goes hard. Hold on.
Zoable was badass.
That goes fucking hard. Hold on. That goes hard. I am keeping this as a screenshot. That shit goes hard as fuck. God damn. That's crazy. That shit goes hard, bro. Anyway. Okay, anyway. Moving on. That is fucking... That goes hard as hell. I love that. Anyway.
Zoable is me, but Derpy and KPDH is also me. Back.
Ironically, unfortunately...
You missed it.
Where? Where did I miss it? What did I miss? Where? What are you talking about? I don't see them. They're not in the losers thing yet,
Bruh.
though. What are you talking about? I'm literally went through the entire episode and I'm not seeing anything like that. You're baiting me. You're full-blown baiting.
I'll send you time frame.
Nope. This isn't the loser's corner. So, no. Yeah, send me the time frame, because I don't see it, so. Oops. Anyway.
It's gospel preached by tech bros and AI CEOs, and we're all just expected to say okay and open our wallets. But after wading my way through the swamp of these smart devices, it feels less like problem solving and a lot more like problem creation. Companies are slapping smart.
Yes, agreed.
Just go to
on
24:41
everything,
and watch from there.
24:41. Alright. You waste my fucking time, I swear. 24:41. 41. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay, what are we looking at here? I don't see anything like that. That fucking face, holy shit. Wait, hold on. I didn't even see her face on the right-hand side here. That is amazing. I didn't even see,
Not yet when they die.
yeah. I know, I gotcha. Yeah, this is fucking wild. Friggin' Pomni's face at the end. Oh. Oh, yeah, this weird thing. What the hell? Yeah, what was the point of that? I'm actually curious. What did happen here? What did happen here exactly? That, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, I need context.
I did completely glaze over this. What did happen here? I'm very, very curious what this is. Like, honestly, I was very curious what led up to this moment, but I don't think that I'm gonna get my answer. I think that's the point. Isn't that the moment where I also said the fuck and then she went the fuck? Hold on. I swear to God, I remember her saying the same thing. I went like the fuck and she went the fuck? Hold on, let me see.
What?
No, she just went what? Yeah, hold on. And this.
What?
Yeah, like, I went the fuck and then she went what? Yeah, okay, that's right. I remember I did say something like that and then she fucking repeated and then she said something else. And I fucking laughed my ass off.
One time my friend at school, who I have a crush on, had this friendship with this asshole boy and she was punching and kicking my friend, and then I have him to look in that asshole, to be finish.
I got none of that, I'm sorry.
I want you to look at the sphere and tell me how revolutionizing this is.
In addition to doubling as a projector, it can act as an assistant, giving directions, helping a user choose between two wines,
Take a good look.
and even turning on a gaming set.
It's just a ball that moves. What? It's just a ball that moves. What? Wow. Technology is looking great, isn't it? Like, what the fuck? How is anybody going to buy a ball that fucking moves? Good Christ. What a waste of resources.
Oh wow, it can turn on your computer. Something that you can do with the lift of one singular finger. Or if
True.
you're feeling lethargic, a strategically well-thrown pillow. The only scenario where this piss-colored Roomba freak wannabe becomes a necessity is if you've lost both of your arms in a tragic javelin accident, or if you're
True.
a clanker-file. It honestly just makes me sick to my stomach just witnessing-
Clanker file? Yes. The classic using clanker properly.
That person's hair is really long.
I know, I think it's a lady. I'm not sure. I think it's a girl.
Hi.
I know that doesn't matter when it comes to hair, but, you know. I mean,
Alexia.
I also am getting long hair, so... Alexia. Hi, Alexia. How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. So I'm actually... You know what? I'm not going to ask that. I'd rather not make things depressing. Also, the One Piece banner. Gee, someone's a One Piece fan. Anyway, an anime fan.
Sorry I haven't been here, it's because there has been school shootings lately.
Huh? Sorry, explain? What do you mean? That's not a normal sentence. What do you mean? Oh,
Also, remember I don't work anymore and I'm not allowed to leave the house.
Yeah, I recognize. Do you get social security checks at least?
Ah yes. My biggest fear when coming to school.
Yeah, God, I still can't believe that's like just an everyday thing for people now. Honestly. can't fucking believe school shootings are just common. That's the craziest thing. Where I live, there's not, like, school shootings just aren't common, but there, apparently, like, everywhere else, apparently
Yeah.
is. They take school shootings here very seriously, but that's the craziest thing, man. You know what's crazy about that entire thing? It's a little funny that there's like a billion other things that they're trying to
Grabs
like.
my dad's gun.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That's the fucking craziest part, man. People are so concerned about everything else and being like trying to oppress other people, but when it comes to school
Yes,
shootings,
School
nobody
shootings and
says
kidnapping
anything.
where I live is very rare.
Yeah, well, I mean, I I live in a state that takes school shootings very seriously. That's kind of the thing. Is the irony is a lot of people are like, oh well, it's like, how do you prevent those? I'm like, it's pretty fucking easy. I'm like, when you take shit that fucking, when you actually take it seriously, guess what? It's like all of a sudden it deters people from doing that shit. It's like, it's just kind of crazy. You know, you learn how to do that shit. You know, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's one of those things of if you take it seriously, it will be dealt with. But the problem is our freaking place that we, like, our fucking country that we live doesn't take it that seriously. And it's pretty bad when a state is more competent than a fucking country. You know, I don't know, my state is a lot more competent than the rest of the country, it feels like sometimes. I don't know. Obviously, you know, that's a dipshit way of, like, saying that shit, but it's true,
Yeah.
you know? I feel like, I don't know.
I remember when a cougar was on my school's campus.
Cougar was, goddamn. Which one, the person version or an actual, like, or an animal? I know that's hard to determine, but I promise that I am saying this as two different things and not
Animal.
the same thing. I see. That is unfortunate. They don't deal with the cougar. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, it's fucking wild, man. That's kind of what happens, though, when you have a place that prioritizes income over
Nah, we just stayed in our classes.
weird. Hopefully a kid didn't get mauled or something. Yeah, it's fucking... Yeah, we used to have bobcats around here all the time. It was crazy. I kind of live pretty close to like a deserty
Everyone
area.
was fine, luckily. I'm
Uh,
to grab a snack.
I live pretty close to a deserty area, so it does not surprise me if I actually start seeing wild animal, if I start seeing
Okay.
coyotes again. I don't really want to see coyotes, but there's a chance, you know. There's
One
already
time there was a moose in my neighbor's yard.
there's already like a freaking what do you call it? There's already like freaking little spiders that like pop up at like inside my home that try to get in my home all the time, but they're fairly harmless. I don't want to kill them because they're freaking spiders. They're not bad. They're not bad for freaking. I've had to kill a few of them because they wouldn't go outside. Like the freaking there's like a mother spider that definitely made a bunch of babies around us. That's like killing all the other bugs.
So my question is, what are we doing with the project thing again? Sorry, ADHD brain hit.
You're good. What are we doing with the ADHD project thing again? Nothing right now. I'm just what do you call it? I'm just trying to finish it. It should have only taken me less than a week, but it's taken me a lot longer. Hold on. Yeah.
Back.
Welcome back. One thing I don't understand is it reeks in here so badly. So I don't know why spiders are even like planning, why spiders even get in here at all. Because I don't think they like that smell.
Okay, welcome back.
smells like me in here, but smelly. That makes any sense? The problem is, I don't know how to get rid of the bad smell either. I don't know exactly what's causing the bad smell. I just know that it does smell in here. Anyway.
Oh, my dog ran out of my yard today. We couldn't find her for like 25 minutes.
Oh no. Sorry to hear that. I used to have a dog, like, I remember our dogs, like, escaping before. The best thing about those, though, is,
Kohler, do you have any pets?
I used to. I had a, Yorkie poodle, and my parents had a bulldog, and my sister had
Hold up, my Amber Alert's going off, I'll be back.
and then my sister used to have I mean, I don't live with my family anymore, but my, my sister used to have a black lab and a cat, I mean, I had a rat before, man. Rats are awesome, dude. They're so awesome to have. Fancy rats, though. Specifically, you want to get the female ones because they're not aggressive or mean. They're very
and yes,
loving.
The one that had the cone. She's 9 months old and a border collie, so she's really curious and energetic.
I see. That's fair enough.
OMG, I love rats.
Yeah, fancy rats are very, very sweet. They're very awesome. They're great companions. They don't really take a lot either. They kind of you just kind of...
My mom won't let me get rats.
You just kind of feed them. Change their
Me with a snake,
cage.
bearded dragon, and 2 dogs.
A snake, bearded dragon, and 2 dogs. Yeah, well, I can't have that many. I don't want to have that many pets. That's a lot of pets. I'd rather just have 1 pet than have multiple, I think snakes can be interesting. I'm just more of a rat guy. So, but I do like the little tiny little corn snake guys. The little or peppermint snakes, whatever the fuck they're called. The little teeny tiny little snakes that don't get
okay,
that
you'll have
big.
to come back in like 5 to 10 minutes. I have to lock down.
Okay. No problem. We'll see you back in a bit. Yeah, I love,
The snake is my own pet.
snake is your own pet. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is,
She lives in my room.
Yeah, what type of snake? Is it like one of those little tiny ones, or is it like regular, or is it one of those big boys? Snakes are, I don't know. I think there's usually always a huge misconception about snakes, man. People are like, oh, they're so bad and aggressive. And I'm like, not really. Snakes are quite sweet. They love, obviously there's some that have killed their owners before, but again, they don't really,
I have a ball python.
They're not really like that. A python. Oh, you got the one with the poison, I think, right? Hold on. Hold on, wait, that's a crazy one. Hold on, wait. Ball python. Is that the small one? No, that can't be. Oh my god, yeah, you got the big boy. Okay.
Snake. I don't remember the name. That's very venomous. Is so cute.
Yeah.
She's the cutest little noodles ever.
Yeah, that's right. These guys. Yeah, I know these guys. Yeah. Yeah, people carry these guys around a lot. What do I call it? They freaking love Arizona. They love the Arizona heat. It's amazing. Yeah, there's dudes that have carried these around before, just like walked around and carried these guys around. Yeah. They're not, I know from what I understand, they're not that aggressive. They're just kind of, from what I understand, they're not like super aggressive, but they can be if you don't, if you don't know what you're doing. So, yeah. But I would just make sure that you keep them very happy because,
Ball pythons.
yeah.
Are they venomous? I don't know anything about snakes.
Yes, they are venomous, but they don't bite you. They're not very common in biting. They're super common in constricting though. So they have done things where they love constricting things, so really beginner friendly
Dies from cuteness of the babbies.
Yeah, they're really beginner-friendly pet snakes. Really? These guys? Okay, never mind. Maybe these guys are more friendly than I thought. Apparently, they're quite, how do you say it? Apparently, they're actually one of the starter snakes. Really? What about the little tiny corn snakes? I thought these guys were like, yeah, to be a little familiar with snakes. Wait, then what's the snake that's... Then what about the tiny snakes? Are those guys also like... I swear to God, those snakes are also like completely...
Denoises.
Denoses? Denoises?
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. What's the small pet snakes? Hold on. Small pet snakes. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, corn.
Such as MOL beans.
Yeah, corn snakes.
I love you corn snakes.
Yeah, corn snakes. Yeah, they are corn snakes. Hold on. Is a corn snake not like... Hold on. Is a corn snake not something you, like... Are you supposed to be more familiar with snakes to take care of a corn snake? They're like super fucking tiny. They're super little dudes. They can't be that hard to take care of. Been popular amongst low maintenance and fun to observe. Well, they're also like super friendly, aren't they? Like the little peppermint snake, the peppermint colored ones. Snake.
I love every SNEK, but my SNEK the most cutest.
It's so weird. Okay, so never
If I
mind.
got a corn snake, I'd name it Bean.
Yeah, corn snakes are average corn snake size. Yeah, they're super fucking tiny. Easy to handle. Even kid. Okay, so yeah. But I guess they're a little... They're also sizable enough to impress, plus their girth and overall strength ensue that these snakes aren't too delicate for physical handling.
Tweaks out because of cuteness.
So yeah, they're... Oh, never mind. These guys can get up to 5 feet. Really? These guys can get up to 5 feet? The little dudes? God damn. Oh, I guess they can. That's kind of interesting. I didn't think these guys got
I would
that
hold a
big.
venomous snake if I could.
Well, I don't think these guys are venomous at all. Okay, so they're just kind of... Wow, these things live a long fucking time. 10 to 15 years. That's a long time for a corn snake. It's a long time for a
I'm a snake nerd.
It's a long time for a snake, period. 20-gallon tank. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, apparently this guy, I mean, they're still low maintenance, but you have to actually do a little more with them than,
I really want a corn snake, but I get an adrenaline rush when around any snake. Except the tiny snakes.
yeah. Well, that's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, they're also they're wild animals too, but they're bred to be taken care of. That's the difference. Snakes, like, these types of snakes are bred to be friendly. Like, it's really hard to be, like, there's pets that are bred to be super friendly. That's why they are what they are, right? You know? Like, there are just animals that are bred to be, like, the friendliest thing to be around, because that's the point.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the reason why a lot of times when people say, like, when I say a rat, like, if you get a rat, get a fancy rat and make sure it's a female fancy rat, because those things are bred to be the most friendly rats that exist. They're very friendly. You know, don't get a hamster or guinea pig, get a fancy rat. Fancy rats.
Ball pythons are calmer than corn
Yeah.
snakes, but don't get a snake that is trying to get out of its cage, and you only have to feed snakes once a week.
Let's see, ball pythons are calmer than corn snakes. Really? But don't get a snake that is trying to get out of its cage, and you only have to feed snakes once a week. That is interesting. I didn't know that. With rats, it's kind of similar. You only have to feed them once a day. It's weird. You don't have to feed them multiple times a day. You just
I want a
kind
white
of...
and brown spotted fancy rat. They're so fucking cute.
I would say get the full brown one, like the full brown or black one, like, because they're, I think, meant for, like, they're meant for different types of temperatures, I think.
Random facts.
Hold on. Fancy rats. I'll show you one
Oh,
that
shocked. Okay.
Yeah, I think those ones. Yeah, these guys. Hold on. Yeah, this is the type of one I used to have.
By a snake nerd.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah, this is the one that I used to have. They're very friendly. Get a female. I think this is one of the female ones.
You're lucky to have a snake nerd in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very, very friendly. They very much, like, just like I said, if you want something that's allowed to be outside its cage often, just, like, bring, if you want a rat that doesn't escape that often, it's very much like, this is your rat. Like, they love people. So, they love being near
My
people.
mom says rats are gross, so I can't get them.
But they're not. These guys aren't. These guys keep themselves very clean.
I'm on Team Snake, and my spirit animal is a snake.
Yeah, these guys like to keep themselves clean very often, so you don't have to worry about them getting...
They're so cute.
You don't have to worry about cleaning these guys. At least I don't think you do. Hold on, do you have to worry about washing these guys? I don't think I've ever had to wash my rat before. They usually keep themselves clean, like very, very clean. At least mine did. Hold on. Let me see. Let's find out. Do you have to clean fancy rats? I think they keep themselves clean often. They groom themselves very often, so you don't have to even groom them. You don't have to, like... Okay, yeah, you need to maintaining their habitat, occasionally bathing them. Okay, yeah, so if they're not grooming themselves. Yeah, mine always groom themselves properly. Yeah, so... Yeah, obviously you have to clean their cage and shit, that's obvious, But essentially, what you need to do is, what do I call it? Yeah, essentially they groom themselves as long as you keep their cage as clean as possible. And then, what do I call it?
Back.
And then, yeah, it depends on how smart your rat is, too. Mine was super intelligent, like, a little too intelligent. That they kind of kept figuring out how to, like, figure out how to mess with, like, the cage to get out of it. So I had to get, like, a very specific one that made sure that it didn't...
My sister used to have mice and she went on vacation for like 2 weeks and her dad didn't take care of them, so when my sister got back they were all dead.
Oh, yeah. No, they will pass if you don't take care of them. They will pass. You have to take care of them. They very much, like, get stressed out when they're not... They get stressed out when you don't take them out, like, from time to time and change out their cage. Like I said, you have to change out their cage and you have to, make sure you're around them often. You have to take them out of their cage.
Sorry, there's a prisoner in our area, so I may be safe, so...
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yikes. Hopefully it's just a prisoner that's known for theft and nothing else. What is he known for, exactly? Or she?
More snake facts. Ball pythons live till 38. They are supposed to be in a tropical habitat, and when frightened, as it says at the name, they curl up in a ball or they will strike.
Oh yeah, straight up. Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about, is when they get, like, scared as shit. And they'll kill their owners a lot of times. So, or not a lot, but they'll kill their owners sometimes. Because that person just didn't take care of their freaking snake. Like, that's the thing is. It's the difference.
I don't like my sister's dad. He called her outfit ugly or something and told her not to go out in her outfit. My brother defended her though.
Okay. Weird. Dad moment.
Yeah, it's a prisoner for theft and kidnapping, so yeah.
Oh, fuck. Kidnapping is probably a bad one, yeah. I was gonna say, if it was just theft, I'm like, you'll probably be okay, but kidnapping, I wouldn't say so. Usually...
I'm able to pet my snake on her head.
Yeah, usually anybody that's known for theft, they'll just steal shit. I don't know, they're not the most dangerous people. Now, if they were known for...
Me and my husband and child are in the room watching you to pass time, I guess.
Yeah, watching me. I don't know. I don't know if you're. I don't know if I'm that friendly for any. Remember, I'm TV 14, so fair warning. So it's like if your child
Kidnapping?
is younger than like, you know, 14 or below. I guess it's also parent guidance. So, you know, that's just, you know, no responsibility on me right now. Unfortunately. Not unfortunately, very fortunately, because I am not getting sued. You know, I've already had somebody that's tried to sue me before. Lo and behold, they didn't really work, but, you know. I know I don't curse that. I know I curse often, but again, like, I don't think I do anything that's that crazy. I'm not like one of those people that are just like, that just talk about freaking crazy shit all the time. I don't think I entertain to that. I don't think I say anything
Yes,
to
I know
that
my daughter
level.
is turning 14 here very soon, like a week, I should say.
Okay, so she's age appropriate then. That's fine.
Why does Kohler in the frame you drawing have 2 mouths?
What do you mean? He doesn't have 2 mouths. Does he? Let me see. He doesn't have 2 mouths. It's just 1 mouth. His mouth, and he's got a joint in his mouth. Like he always does. It's a very tiny joint, but it is a joint. You know. Or I'm sorry, catnip. My bad. Right, I forgot I'm supposed to say catnip. Forgot I'm not allowed to say that shit. Because fucking ratings are a joke. That's the one thing, man. I'm like, ratings are such a joke, man. I'm like, I recently, like, I recently saw, like, a rating on like, a movie that should have been, like, there's so many movies that are rated PG.
That's a beard at the bottom, not a mouth if that's what you thought.
Oh, yeah, no, this is yeah. It's a little, soul patch. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Ratings are such a joke.
He has a pink beard.
I see so many, what do you call it? I see so many movies that are rated PG that really could just be G.
Oh yeah,
It's
BTW,
like,
can you make the playlist with that one kid singing How Bad Can I Be public if it's not?
how bad can I be? Oh, that lady?
I'm so stupid.
That lady with, like, the really thick accent? Oh, shoot. I don't know if I still have it in the playlist. Let me see. I don't think I ever in the playlist anymore. No, I don't. Hold on. I'll put it in the frickin'...
No, you're good, I get why you thought that.
Why, I thought what? Oh, I gotcha.
What's it called?
I don't know. It was just called How Bad Can I Be? I wasn't the one that that put it in the playlist. Hold on. Let me see. Damn. I don't think I can find it. I have to, like, figure out exactly, like, what it was. Because I think she just called it How Bad Can I Be? And then it was, like, a really weird cover.
Hi, Derp.
Yeah, she's really funny. Her stuff, like, I think
My mom puts a Jeep and she has Prince as a duck.
I think I can find it.
Hi, I'm 0SSY3.
Hold on, let me see.
What's her channel if you know?
I don't remember, honestly. Oh, oops. It's not that one. Hold on. 1 sec. It's a very fucking funny.
Sorry, Alexia is zoned BTW, it's her husband.
Alexia is zoned. By the way, it's her husband. Zoned. In what way? Sorry, you might have to explain it to me. I'm not very intelligent. I apologize.
Zoned out.
Oh.
Hee 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 hee.
Oh, I think I found it. Hold on. I think I found her. Hold on. I think I found her. Hold on.
Lex spaced out like she's staring off, not responding.
it.
It's something she does often.
Damn it. Hold on.
Today I went to give a duck to this gladiator and they gave us a duck back 3.
Damn it. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Fine.
I'm trying to find it, but I can't find the video. God damn it. Where? What? Is it? I don't think I can find it anymore. It was one that had, like, no fucking views at all. I thought it was on my search history, but it's not. God damn it, dude. I don't remember. God damn it. Hold on. Is it this one? That's not it. Really? Okay, I can't find her. God damn. Was it this one? No, this one has Korean letters.
We went hiking last week and she found a snake egg, so now we have it in incubation in a tank, but the thing is I'm terrified of snakes.
Went hiking last week and she found a snake egg, so now we have it in an incubation tank. What type of snake is it? I would be really careful, because that's like, that could be, how do you say it? That could be more of a dangerous snake. You want to be really careful. You might want to take that to a place where, okay, yeah, I can't find the video, I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't want to, yeah, you want to be really careful. You might want to take that to,
I rated my game on Roblox and you have to rate your game by the 30th of September and my game is now for 5+, so now I'm finally not going to get my game deleted.
I rated my game on Roblox, and you have to rate your game by the 30th of September, and my game is now... What? You have to...
That's okay, Kohler DW.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know, I didn't want to mess with it, I'm terrified of them, dude.
I want to mess with it, I'm terrified. Well, that's what I'm saying. You might want to...
Dan, is that you?
You might want to bring that to a, I say it's, you may want to bring that, what do you call it?
MHM.IT is.
You might want to bring it to...
Or is it you, Alexia?
You might want to bring the,
Roblox is being dumb RN. Okay.
You might want to bring
Dan.
it... Hold on. One sec. You might want to like send that to a place that's like used to handling wild animals, because therefore at the very least they're a little bit more qualified to handle snakes, because you don't want to carry that thing around, because you don't know exactly what that snake needs. If it's a wild snake, because they could actually, because depending on the snake that it is, they have, what does that mean if it has, like, spots? Good question. It might not actually be alive, then. I don't think snakes that have spots are alive. Hold on. Or snake eggs. Hold on. That... spots. Might not also be a snake egg. I've never heard of snake eggs having spots. Let's see. Can be normal when they develop during incubation process, or in dictating changes in the egg condition. Oh no. However, if the spots are wet or appear to be fungal growth, it could be a problem. Okay, yeah, you need to... So with that egg, you actually need to... it's... Probably a bird egg? Well, this one, if it has spots, apparently, reading up on it, apparently, if it's wet or has fungal growth, it's not healthy. Yeah, it's not healthy. You gotta take care of it. Or there's something wrong with it. Oh no. Oh no, a poor little snake is about to die. It can have some spots on it, but it can't be wet or can't have fungal growth on it. Once that happens, then it becomes, then it's not a good thing. It's dry, so then I think it's normal then. Because snake eggs usually have spots on it. Usually they'll have like a bunch of small spots on it. I recommend taking it to a specialist. Well, there you go. Luna also has a snake, so Luna might also, or sorry, Leo, my bad. Leo also has a snake, so Leo, how you say it? Leo also has a snake, so Leo might, actually could actually tell you if it needs somebody to actually be taking care of it or not. So, like, that actually knows about it. Yeah. So you guys might, yeah. I mean, like I said, I would recommend taking it to a place that handles wild animals because they'll actually be able to take care of the egg a little better. I want to buy ball python, they're so cute. I mean, go for it. Just be careful. Just make sure you do your research because snakes still can be a bit to take care of, depending on the snake. I don't want to touch it. I'm terrified, so I'm sorry, but my wife can do that. I fainted in the creek when she showed me how scared I am. Do you have a phobia for snakes? Like that sounds like a phobia. Hold on. Snake phobia. What is it called? It's not arachnophobia because that's for spiders, which is funny because spiders are pretty friendly. Oh yeah. Orphidophobia, which is a phobia of snakes. An intense irrational fear for snakes. Gotcha. Can't even get a snake because my grandma doesn't allow it. I mean, that's fair because snakes take a lot of maintenance, man. You still gotta take, like, reptiles still actually, despite how much people, like, don't think so, reptiles still take a lot of time and effort to be able to take care of a reptile. Like I said, I would work your way up with, like, I would start, like I said, it's always good to start with, like, a dog, then a cat, then like a rodent, like a rat, and then maybe like what do you call it? Then maybe like a little bit more of like a harder rodent to take care of, then take care of like a reptile, like a lizard or a bearded dragon, or take care of like a lizard, and then go from lizard to snake, right? Reptiles are a lot, like, really difficult to take care of unless you have a lot of time, and unless you have a lot of time, like, to take care of an animal or to take care of a reptile. I would not recommend it. Reptiles take a lot of time and effort. This is this is from a guy that doesn't. Hey, what the fuck? Why? Change back to white, please. Thank you. Nope ropes. Touch on they call them nope ropes. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Yes, as a child, I was bitten and poisoned by one. Oh, okay, so you have a valid reason. You were attacked by a, how you say it? I have a phobia of cars.
What's your pet's names?
I have a huge phobia when it comes to anything that involves cars. I refuse to drive a car. Hold on. I have like a huge fear of cars. Hold on, let me see. That one is amexophobia. Yeah. Where I have the fear of driving and being in a car, period. I don't like cars. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, my fear is completely rational because fucking a human being moving at 40 miles an hour in a fucking machine of metal.
I have a phobia of semi-trucks.
Oh, me too. That goes with cars.
Shadow, Popcorn, Bella, and the one that passed is Shelly.
Shadow, Popcorn, Bella, and the one that passes Shelly. Oh.
Moss, my snake's name is Mystery. I don't like seeing needles injected in people.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. I'm really bad with needles. But I seem to be fine. I was fine the last time I got my blood checked, which is crazy because I don't have that kind of usually.
Needles, I fucking hate them. Oh, those are such cute names for pets.
Yeah, here's the best thing about that though too. The needles.
Don't worry, my daughter has a phobia of long words and she wants to become a doctor, so I told her she can't do that cause doctors say long words for diseases.
Oh yeah, 1000%. Oh yeah, 1000%. Yeah, 1000%. Yeah, you don't want to become a medical professional if you can't handle super complex terms, especially for just like everyone, because even when like, you know, in order for the doctor not to
The more I
call
go to
me.
doctors for shots, I cry more and more each time.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is, needles are nothing like how they used to be. When I was a kid, man, it was way worse. It was way like more annoying to get shots and
The
yeah.
phobia all started when a semi-truck went in front of our rental but turned. Well, I can look at needles, I just don't like seeing them injected. I really hate seeing blood being drawn.
Yeah,
They still fucking suck.
I know this sounds crazy, but as somebody that has been picked up multiple times from my family for like you know, when I was like a kid and, you know, having to wait at the hospital, I would always see fucking people with like I would see the most insane injuries and I still can't handle blood to this day. And which is crazy because I've seen so many fucking dead bodies and like bodies that are alive just have some crazy shit that happens to them. And like somehow I'm still not over that shit. It's so freaking terrifying. It's so terrifying like every time. I do not deal with blood very well. It's kind of the reason why I see I have like I think it's a PTSD thing more than it is like a phobia thing. Because I get really terrified, like, I'm not terrified, I guess, like, I have a fight response when that shit happens, because, like, I downright, like, you know, it's the reason, like, I'm a very violent person because of that, you know, because I had to deal with a lot of shit like that when I was a kid, and I don't wish that upon anyone. Except for maybe my worst enemies, but even then, you know, my worst enemies are kind of terrible people, so, you know. I mean, they're not kind of terrible people, they are terrible people, but you get my point. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's the difference, though. My enemies and your enemies are very different. My enemies are actually, like, super racist people. I mean, there's enemies that I have that are like, you know, I'm gonna chomp your hand. No. Plain Chan, how dare you say that? Don't chomp people's hands. Oh, okay. What happened here? No, don't chomp. No chomping. No chomping allowed. How dare you? I have triphobia? What is that? Trying really hard and then failing? Man, I wish I had that phobia. Stop chomping me. Okay, anyway. The fear of semi-trucks. Oh, I gotcha. It's just the fear of just trying anything. It's like screaming every chance you try.
No trypophobia.
Trypophobia. Okay, got it. Just like the fear of like screaming, like the fear of like trying anything.
The fear of small holes.
It's fear of small holes. I gotcha.
Oh
And
yeah, semi-trucks sound weird.
you're gonna have a really hard time if you're a male and you're into you know, you're into that kind of thing. Cause man, that's gonna be rough in the future. Sorry, is that too inappropriate? Nah. Well, it's not. What the fuck am I talking about?
Is there a phobia of my mom such thing?
People in junior
Why is my
high.
phobia the easiest one to spell?
People in junior high talk about freaking like 18 plus things all the time. At least by this point, y'all should at least know why people feel that way. You know. Feel like by this point, the best thing you can do
Muffy, that's a trigger word.
with preteens is like just let them know that like, you know.
Trust me, Alexia has a scotophobia. Oh. No, I'm originally female and arrow ass.
I see. Still love how it says ace like ass. Still very funny. Fair enough. Then never mind. I'm
Arrow
not.
ass.
Yeah.
Semi-trucks. Sorry.
Then you
Help.
have a different
Yes.
you have a different thing to your arrow ace. Then you know don't see your partner naked. But ching. Sorry. All right, I'll stop. I'm sorry. I really like
I hate that word now.
trypophobia. Sounds about right.
Cough. KIMA, give the thing back to Alexia. Skibatai. Sad face.
Anyway. It's fine.
Okay. My favorite word is potato.
My partner has a weird phobia of my partner has a
Chomp.
phobia of not being able to like call on the phone. And like I think it's like it's like phone phobia or some shit, and it's like a real thing that you get fucking diagnosed with. So, and there's like no cure for it. You can't even go to like therapy and get like deal with it or anything like that. There's like no way to get over it. So essentially what happens is like every time I call him, or if I try to call
Hello, he's
him
back.
and I try to like talk to him. Hi, welcome back, Alexia. If I try to call him, he'll like freak out and get scared. Like he has like a phobia for like calling, so I have to
I'm gonna go in
text him.
15. I have my first day of school tomorrow.
All right, you have a good night, Mossy. Appreciate you
Hi,
hopping
Alexia.
on by. Yeah. Having a phobia for that kind of shit fucking sucks because I'm such a calling
In 15
person.
minutes.
I'm like, I have to try to learn how to learn how to call because my partner just can't call, or like not call, learn how to text. Get a habit of texting because my partner freaking
I have to go to school on Wednesday. I'm scared,
can't
bro.
handle that shit. Why are you scared?
I know somebody who is afraid of dishwashers. Hi.
Sounds about right. Hello. Welcome back, Alexia. How you doing? I'm actually genuinely curious, like, if this is too sensitive of a question. Well, actually, never mind. It doesn't actually matter anymore. I was gonna actually ask the question, but the question doesn't matter anymore because of things that are, you know,
Me, if my friend who I have a crush on and who has a boyfriend asked me who my crush was, it might seem crazy what I'm about to say. There is so many shitty PPL that I genuinely just want to leave Earth and go to Mars instead. I was once scared of vacuum cleaners.
so many shitty
Good
people.
kinda zone for like 10 minutes.
Kind of zone for 10 minutes. That's completely fair. I mean, that's the problem is all the billionaires are trying to go to fucking Mars. Like, that's their backup plan when they fucking ruin the planet. That's why we gotta deal with them before they do anything to us. You know?
Sad face.
I saw one of those machines. I saw like a video of one of those freaking robots.
Damn you ads.
I saw like a fucking a video of a fucking clanker like running around, or like of a clanker like running around, you know, being like tested. And I'm like, bro, if I catch that thing, out in reality, I'm getting a freaking metal
now
bat
scared of
and I'm
Discord.
destroying those things. Why?
Okay, back.
Why are you scared of Discord? What happened? Was it someone in my server? I'll ban them if you need me to.
GUH. My cousin is scared of balls, so my mom got him a soccer ball for Christmas last year and I heard a girl screaming for almost an hour.
Hmm.
Hear me out, my friend is kinda cute, and I kinda act like her bodyguard sometimes. Hee. Girl, wah.
Okay, anyway, now that that don't talk redeem is finished.
I've never seen her ever before I left Discord.
Before I left Discord. Oh, fair enough. You left Discord? I mean, I get it, honestly. Straight up, I do. I try to do the best I can to deter anyone dangerous from being in my freaking, like, server. You know. Unfortunately, I don't really know if there's anyone I can really, put as a mod that would be there. Like, that would be
And I
there
got him tennis
during
balls.
specific things. I got him tennis. That's just mean. Don't give somebody a phobia. Like, don't give somebody a phobia like something that they're phobic to, though. It just kind of feels a little mean. I don't know if that's really all that funny. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Seems a little mean.
Oh well, I'm dirty-minded, so when I heard my cousin is afraid of balls, I think of actual balls.
Yeah, I know. I get the idea, but if they say they have a, like, did they say they have a phobia of balls? Or are they just like afraid of balls? It's a little different when, like, what do I call it? When it's like they're just say that
Balls.
they. Yeah, agreed. I know, it's my favorite word. I get it.
Moss.
Agreed. Henry Davis.
Sorry, it's not a
eyes.
joke. I know it was okay, he's fine, it's not a phobia, it's a fear, not that serious, I wouldn't do that to him.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, man, that's, I'm like, that sucks. Oh, so he just kind of doesn't like the sound of balls. Okay, got it. He doesn't like the look of balls. I gotcha. I was about to say, I'm like, that's a little mean if they... that pussy tastes nice. But in this case, it's not a pussy, it's a dick. Or it's balls, my bad. Sorry. Wouldn't ching. Anyway.
I'm not that mean, damn.
No, I would hope not.
Leo.
Honestly, there's a lot of insensitive people in this world that I really can't tell anymore, man. I fucking made, like, I swear to God, man, like, you talk like, you try to be a genuine, decent person now, and now it's offensive to be a decent person. That's the craziest thing is, like, here's the craziest thing, man. To be a decent person is now controversial. How the fuck is it controversial to be a good person? Yeah,
You should be scared, Mothy, because there is pedophiles on Discord.
Yes, I mean...
I need a nickname for my best friend that isn't potato or tomato, help.
That's why I always tell people. Unfortunately, Discord and Roblox are apparently famous for that shit, but again, when somebody is a teenager, I just, like I said, it's, you know, you can't keep somebody away from that shit forever, but it's the reason why I highly...
Lay's potato chips.
It's the reason why I highly emphasize, like, anybody that's here that's like, if an adult is talking to you, period, do not message them. Do not run far fucking away. I bring that shit every time. Every time. I don't care if the adult has good intentions. Do not talk to them. Do not talk to an adult directly. Do not directly message them. Do not talk to them directly, because if they are talking to you like they are your friend, run far, far away because they don't have good intentions. No sane adult talks to a minor and like talks to a minor directly. That's just not a thing. You know, unless they're like a teacher or some shit, but even then that's still like very much, you know, that's like their job, right? Unless it's their job, but even then, if it's their job,
Don't do what
still,
my daughter did.
yeah, question every fucking adult, all of them. I don't care what, like, you know, like I know that there's minors in here. Literally, I don't care if they're somebody that is like a really popular person, and you're like, and you know, they're like trying to message you to be friends or whatever, and they're a freaking YouTuber. They're using their fame to take advantage of you.
What if I've been friends with them since they were 16?
Well, are you also a minor? Well, that's the thing, is if they're a minor and you're a minor, that's fine, right? If you're both minors, that's fine. That is okay, right? Even if you're an 18-year-old and like, even if you're an 18-year-old and you have a friend that you're directly talking to that is 17 or something, that's fine, right? Or 16, that's fine, right? That's a different circumstance because you guys have known each other since high school and you're not that far apart in age, right? That's close enough to the level where it's not suspicious, right? You know, I'm one of those people that, like, if I'm like, I'm nearly a 30-year-old man. So if I'm talking to an 18-year-old, that's
I'm actually
weird.
terrified of strangers IRL. Like if a stranger walks past me, I'm paranoid that they're gonna grab me or talk to me. Today I was at a park and this old man was walking around and he was next to me, then I think my friend saw him, then he said, let's make a house near that rock climbing wall, and we went over there. I'm 15 now, but I've been friends with her since she was 16 and she's now 18.
It's a huge stretch, but I honestly don't really know on that one. I know that it's only like 3 years, but I don't know. That one's still a little suspicious. The difference is, are you both female? Or are you both female, or are you both like, or is one of you a male and one of you a female? 'Cause that is a little, that's also like where you also have to keep that shit in mind as well. I don't know, something about that
I also trust she won't do weird stuff to me, BC she's already with 2 PPL in closed relationship, and we're both girls.
Okay, then that's fine. The question, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but then again, I'm also not one to, like I said, I really don't know on that aspect, but again, you know, I can't really necessarily say. It's just really odd that, like...
I told my daughter her age in 2 years up till she's 18, then she can't talk to people below 25.
Well, here's the thing is, I hate to be that person, but when... The problem is when, like, I talked to my... I talked to a friend that, like, I talked to a friend about his kid if they started doing that shit. Like, what do I call it? If they started doing that shit and, like, weren't,
I've never been friends with an adult, but I did have now currently an ex, who kind of peer pressured me to get Discord and I just didn't like their server, so I left the app.
Yeah, I mean, don't even fall to peer pressure. That's just a shitty person, period. I don't care what age they are. And also, if...
Oh yeah, Derp, do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, what is it? I want to sub to you, sorry if it seems creepy or something, not meant in that way.
Yeah.
I consider her more of a mom than anything, and she knows that, so she won't do shit to me. She also knows if she does do something, I will report them.
A mom? I wouldn't... I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's a little rough.
It's the same as my user RN.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Still a little something, but I don't know. It's kind of the same reason why, like, I don't know. I would say I don't want to really I don't talk to anyone that's, like, just barely an adult anyway, normally. So, like, I feel like with me, it's like, it's not even the fact that, like, it's not even like, oh man, well, I could. It's just like, I don't want to, because it feels like I'm just so...
Bad, don't do that.
It's because I'm so disconnected from what I call it, it's because I'm so fucking disconnected from reality that, or not reality, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm so disconnected from, like, from younger gens that, like, I'm even so disconnected from people my own age that, like, I just can't even talk to people my own age or younger. It's really fucking hard because, like, I've tried to talk to a person that's, like, in their 20s and they were just such a jackass, bro. I'm like, why? I don't know how to explain it, but I'm like, bro, like, I know that people that are, like, and that's the thing, I know people that are younger can be nice.
Bro, she knows how to parent better than my actual mom. My IRL mom mocked me for crying, more mumbling, and for everything I do. My IRL mom most likely doesn't even support me being a Therian or furry.
Yeah, well, I get that, but that's kind of the problem as well. You also, like, you also have to be careful because, ad? You have an ad on YouTube? Wait, what? I don't have ads on my YouTube.
You have an ad on YouTube? You have an ad on YouTube?
What do I call it? Here's the thing, what do I call it? Yeah, no, don't.
All what I'm doing RN is thinking about my friend. I want her to be safe.
Yeah, no, here's the thing, Derp. You don't wanna, I say, like, the problem is, if you see somebody in that way, it kind of is strange. Like, I know that you don't understand it yet. I know that, like, I know you probably heard that so many times, and I know a lot of adults say that shit. It's hard to really explain this shit, like, honestly, but, like, doing that is a little creepy.
Again, I'd block her if she did something. But I also know what's predatory and what's not.
Yeah.
She never did nothing inappropriate.
Yeah, I know,
I have this
but...
person I talk to on a server. We're the same age and he has proof that he is who he says he is. We aren't friends. We just talk in a friendly way.
Yeah, well, if they're the same age as you, that's fine. The problem is, like, with that, Derp, you also need to recognize that, like, that, what do I call it, has me take breaks and stuff for certain things, so I call them ads. What? Wait, what do you mean they give you breaks? Like, in what way? How so? That seems a little strange. It's just seeing a person like a parental figure, you can see them as a mentor, but a parental figure might be a little much because that, what do I call it, because it's a little creepy on that end to see them like that. Like, you might creep them out a little bit, and it could end up leading to something much worse. You may not think that, but thinking in that way could make it a little, like, could end up getting you down a rabbit hole that you don't want to be, you know, if that makes any sense. You're setting yourself up for a lot of disappointment, I'll say that. You know. I know that it doesn't sound, she doesn't care at all, though. I mean, she probably hasn't said anything because she's also, like, still trying to learn things about herself. Like, a timer pops up for, like, 30 seconds, so I take a break kind of thing. But it's to help, oh, it's with Tourette's. Okay, that's fair. That's completely okay, I get that then. Hmm. Yeah. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, just seeing her as a parental figure, it's not necessarily for her sake, it's, I mean, kind of for her sake as well. It's kind of for your sake and for her sake. I'm very laggy? No, I'm not. Hold on. Shouldn't it be? Go on YouTube real quick. She called me kiddo multiple times. Yeah, that's just kind of a thing that happens when you're an adult too, as well. It's been helping me when I cry every time. Yeah, I mean... No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not laggy. Hold on. It's laggy? Not really. You're probably... I'm sick, so my voice sounds nuts. But... Hold on. every time. Yeah, I mean... Here's me testing the mic right now. Yeah, I'm not laggy. It's laggy. Not really. I'm completely fine. I'm sick, so my voice sounds nuts. But I also stutter a lot, so I'm thinking before I leave. Every time. Before I leave, do you know her IRL? The mic right now. Yeah, I'm not laggy. Yeah, good question. If you know her in real life or not. No, it's like you say a couple words, then it cuts out. What? Okay, hold on. Stutter a lot, so. Bitter batter baby's bitter batter was very bitter. Do you know her and batter bitter things bitter batter baby batter bitter batter good question butter. If you know her in real life or not. No, it's like you say a couple words, then it cuts out. What? Okay, hold on. Stutter a lot, so. Bitter batter baby's bitter batter was very bitter. Do you know her and batter bitter things bitter batter baby batter bitter batter good question. Butter. If you know her in real life or not. No, it's like it seems fine. Words, then it cuts out. Seems completely fine. I don't know. It might be on your end. Because I'm completely fine over here. Anybody else having that problem? Rejoined. It was my iPad acting up. Okay, I see. Damn it. Dude, something leaks, and I don't know what it is in here. Like, something smells awful. And I don't know what it is exactly. Something smells bad, and I'm so confused. Is it me? Nope. Hold on, let me see. Nope, I'm smelling okay. Yeah, something leaks in here. I don't know what it is. I think it's my clothes, but I'm not sure. Is it the smell of dried blood? No, I don't cough up blood. Keep echoing? Yeah, I echo. I was echoing because I was testing my audio. Is it like rotten eggs? No, I don't know. It doesn't smell like... It smells like it came from me, right? Like, it smells bad. But, like, it definitely smells like a human smell, right? What the hell? Zoophile who has a quote, ticks, ADHD. Yeah, well, that's your problem. They're a fucking zoophile. That's an issue. Yeah, that's your problem. They're a fucking zoophile. They think being disabled is cool and will fucking, you know, accept, and, you know, like, they think that just because they're, you know, they think just because they have them, like, they'll pretend that they have all these fucking... I can't remember exactly the people are quote-unquote self-diagnosed, but there's a thing we call them. Like, there's a thing we actually call them because, you know, it just fucking pisses off people that actually have disabilities, like myself. It's like, it's not cool. I didn't think people still pretended to have fucking, like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think people still pretended to have fucking, like, disabilities. Because for some odd reason, for an earlier question on being trans / lesbian isn't a disorder, I agree, it's not. I think that's awful. For an earlier question, no, I don't know her IRL, but I trust. How long have you known her for? Is the question. Like, when did you guys first meet? Did you guys meet when you were first a minor? It just kind of, like, here's the problem, too. Like, there was this guy that was, like, how do you say it? There was this guy that, like, I don't know. I know you probably have seen him now, but there was this Roblox predator that people have been talking about lately on here. That this kid was like 17, and he was involved with he was obsessed with with like messaging children, like literal children sometimes, and and a lot of people that he would target, he would they would be like 14, 15, which yes is only a couple years from him, but then he started like targeting like smaller children too. I just don't know if that person is the exact same type of person, because they use manipulation tactics, right? That's the problem. Well, that's the thing. Do you know that she doesn't do that shit? That's the problem, is those types of people like using manipulation tactics. That's the issue, you know. I know she doesn't ask you for pictures or anything, but that's kind of the point of grooming, right? You know, people that groom people don't ask for anything like that, but they will eventually, but they do eventually start, doing that shit to take advantage of you later, and then, you know, get you later. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not your friend. I don't know, but it's very suspicious to me. But obviously I'm a person that is very much like someone that has zero tolerance with that shit. So, you know, she's again in a relationship with two. Yeah, but that's the problem, is how do you know that her relationship with those two other people? You have to remember, some people that do that type of shit are married as well. That doesn't really mean anything. There are people that do that shit that have kids and are married, and they do that same shit over and over again, right? Like, that doesn't mean much. Unfortunately, you know. Because I've hung out with those two as well. Okay. Interesting. And what are they like exactly? I don't know, man. I'm trans myself, and I can confirm it's not. Yeah, no, it's not. I'm not trans, and I can tell you it's not a fucking. I can tell you it's not a fucking illness. Anybody that calls it an illness are insecure about their fucking gender themselves. They're insecure about being their. They're so insecure about someone else becoming their gender that they're, you know, they're so insecure about their own gender that they have to attack somebody for becoming their gender, you know. I've said that shit many times before. And if, you know, those people want to fucking say that, it's like, oh, well, no, I just think that. No, you don't. You're insecure about your gender if you're so worried about someone else becoming your gender. Simple as that. It's like, don't pretend like you're not. Sorry, I had a little bit of a personal gripe there. I'll let my feelings get ahead of me. I go by Leo. YouTube won't let me change my name. Yeah, I know. I don't understand that, though. Sorry if I'm repeating, but I'm going to bed. My husband is asleep. Can my daughter type, or are you? Honestly, it's fine. I just, like I said, I won't take any responsibility for that kind of thing. I'm very much a TV-14-esque channel. So, fair warning, with parents' permission. You know, like I said, you know, it's up to you on that circumstance. I curse a lot, so fair warning. You know, if you're okay with your daughter consuming something like that, then, I mean, if she's in junior high and she's been in junior high for a while, I'm gonna say that it's most likely okay, because it's probably nothing she hasn't heard in school before from probably your friends, let's be honest, or not even friends, but just classmates, period, you know? So, like I said, you know, 40, 40, fuck, 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 40, 40, fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah, we listened to Psycho Stick we listened to Psycho Stick at one point, so yeah, if you're comfortable with your child listening to Psycho Stick, then yeah, I think we're okay. You know. I mean, I don't pull up Psycho Stick that often, so, well, yes, I like potatoes, yeah. I don't know. I'm one of those people that that I think that cursing is completely fine, but like I said, it's just something that you should use. Like, you shouldn't just be cursing 24/7 and use it in a proper way, you know. That's the main thing, you know, because people don't. Cool, great. They're both playing over each other. That's so loud. Oh my god, that's so loud. That's so loud. That's so loud. Oh my god. Why would you do this? That was so loud. Oh my god. Good lord. Why would you do that? You layered multiple songs over each other. Good lord. I think, what do you call it? I think Alexia left, but, you know. Yeah, but fair warning, Alexia, if you are still here, just, letting you know that, like, you know, sleep is overrated. Oof. 5 years ago, my classmates were swearing despite being children. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. I mean, here's the thing is, I think people that should, like, it's because of the internet, that's why some parents just give their kids, like, unfiltered access to the internet, and I think that's not a good thing, you know? You should always be paying attention. Why am I echoing? I'm not echoing. Lord. Alright, before I hand it off, she's trans, they, them, and likes to be called Jade. James, not Jade. Got it. I'm very much a person that sometimes messes up. I do apologize, but I am a part of the same community. So I get it, you know. Always correct myself, you know. Believe me, I'm very respectful of people like that, but again, it's my community, so I get it, you know. I get the idea. Believe me, this is a safe space for people. Yeah, fair warning, I'm pretty much gonna do whatever whatever is the closest to the ratings. Hi Alexia, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How is your day so far? I like potatoes, agreed. I love potatoes. I love Pringles, you know. I have like a huge addiction. I know those. I love like potato crisps, freaking Pringles that you can get. Man, dude, God, I have such an addiction to Pringles. I love me some Pringles.
Wait, maybe
man.
my headphones were tweaking.
Headphones were tweaking. How so?
They were fuck.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned other people curse in this chat too, so that's probably a thing, you know.
Fine, school sucked, by the way. I'm not my mother.
I know, I gotcha. I know, she told me. I gotcha, I gotcha. I've been notified.
Chips, fries are yes, and hash browns.
Chips, fries, and yes, are hash browns. Chips are fries.
I'm James.
Hello, how are you, James? Let's see. Chips are fries.
I thought you had some echo voice changer. Nah, my headphones were just weird.
Yeah, I can assume. That's alright. You know.
Oh yeah, school should work differently. I agree with James. Hello James, I am trans male, so I go by Leo. I used to love Pringles, but I'm pretty sure they changed the sour cream and onion recipe so it doesn't taste good anymore.
Yes! Yes! Okay! Yeah. Okay, yes. This is such like a non-existent thing. But dude, freaking you're so right. The sour cream and onion Pringles. I used to be so addicted
I like
to
my school,
those.
but the homework.
I used to be
I like the cheddar ones.
I used to be so addicted to sour cream
Yes,
and onion Pringles, man. I used to be so addicted to them, and randomly they changed the recipe out of nowhere, man. And now they taste awful. I just unplugged my headphones. They taste so terrible now, man. I am so upset that they changed the recipe, man. They got better now again, but god damn, dude, they were so good, dude. They used to taste amazing, and I'm like, why did they change the recipe? It's like, it's awful. I'm like, I knew that. Like, I thought I was just paranoid with that kind of thing. I remember, like, I've already went on a 20-minute rant about how Pringles changed their recipe, like, to sour cream and onion, and it's such a first world problem. Like, or with the sour cream and, like, they changed their sour cream and onion recipe. But, like, I'm so glad that somebody else has said something. Because I could go, I went on this for a long time, dude. It was so annoying. I hated it. I'm sad Hot Pockets got rid of chicken and broccoli. That is interesting. I didn't know they got rid of that. My mom thought they tasted weird too. Yeah, exactly. When I had them, when they changed their recipe, I just thought I got a bad batch, right? I thought I got a bad batch, but apparently they just fully changed the recipe. I'm like, why did they do that? Love sour cream and onion. Yeah, well, I mean, now they're just bad. They're not good anymore. I mean, they don't taste awful anymore, but they're like not as good as they used to be. Like, honestly, I don't know why they changed that shit. They changed it because they wanted it to be cheaper, right? But I'm like, what did they change their like, how did they cheapify the recipe? Like, that's the one thing I don't understand is what did they cheapify it to? If, you know, if I'm thinking about this correctly, right? Like, what did they cheapify the recipe to? Did it, like, they just changed it to something else? I don't understand that, right? You know, why did they cheapify the recipe if they did? You know? And, I don't know. I spell things wrong, fair enough. Oh, we're talking about the sour cream and...
Okay.
We're talking about the sour cream and onion Pringles and how they changed the recipe. Charlotte, yes, she did. She did. And it's very lovely. It was very good for someone that was... It was very good for someone that was starting out drawing, honestly. I loved it.
The Pringles taste like shit now.
Yeah, they do. I completely agree. I mean, they don't taste amazing anymore. They changed it again and it tastes a little better, but man, they are nothing like they used to be. I really wish that they didn't change their recipe on that. I don't know what they cheapified it with though. They cheapified it with something, you know. Sour cream is expensive, so maybe they just didn't use sour cream anymore, which is weird.
They changed Tic Tac's recipe too.
Yeah, but Tic Tacs...
Thanks, also I've been drawing since 6.
Tic Tacs have always, what do you call it? Tic Tacs are always, something that is,
I like the Kettle's potato chips, they're good.
Yeah, Tic Tacs have always been, what do you call it? Have always been something that's always been different, you know. Those I don't really mind that much.
I haven't eaten chips I don't like, sad face.
I mean, chips, I don't like them. That's fair enough. It's good to not eat, you know, something that's clearly unhealthy
Hey Luna,
for you.
can I tell you a secret?
It's good to not eat something that's clearly unhealthy for you. So, you know. Oops.
What are Tic Tacs?
They're mints, but you eat them. I guess that's what mints are. Whoops, not skin colored shirt. Anyway.
I've drawing since 3. And most of them are sugary.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same myself, but I don't think
James.
I think I started drawing until I was a teenager. Like I haven't improved much in my art since then, but it's whatever. I don't really care that much that my art looks terrible. Yeah.
What is it, James?
They used to have these orange...
I gotta go. Bye. I only took art seriously during the start of 4th grade. Wow, 6 years ago. I have a trans
still,
boyfriend and his name's Hunter, but he likes to be called Hunty, which I don't care if this is leaked.
that's,
Bye-bye, Mossy.
I mean, it makes sense that, like, here's the thing is, at the time when I was a kid, people didn't, like, really, so I'm used to people, like, not taking art seriously beforehand. The thing is, when I was a kid, people thought that art was a huge waste of time. The main reason why they thought it was a waste of time was because, one, they didn't know that video games were really that popular. Two, cartoons were still a thing everywhere, but no one thought you could make a career out of it unless you got really lucky because you had to get a distributor to distribute your art. And then third off, like, it was only a California thing. So unless you lived in California, you just were if you did art, people thought you were wasting your time. So people thought you had to do something that was more toward this, to the sense of something that wasn't involving technology that much. Lo and behold, nowadays people think that technology, including art, is a great thing. Sadly, what's happening though is, unfortunately, we're back at that circumstance where people aren't taking art seriously anymore, or not seriously, but people aren't taking art like companies. We have a different problem than what we had before. Beforehand, people just didn't take art seriously because everybody thought art was a joke and it was just a thing for kids, which at the time, art was just for kids. Like, video games were just for kids. Like, cartoons were just for kids. Like, yes, sure, there was adult animation didn't come till a lot later, right? Yes, there was The Simpsons and Family Guy in the 90s, but, and there's, like, other small adult cartoons that existed in the 80s, but it was super rare, and it was never seen as for adults. And if it was for adults, it was something that was like, ooh, man, I can't believe a cartoon said this, right? It was more shocking. It was used for shock humor than it was for, like, actually entertainment, right? That's mainly what it used to be for, if it was adult-esque, right? My mom hates that I draw instead, just tells me to go and read. Well, I mean, reading and drawing goes hand in hand. That's kind of important, I mean, learning how to read is just as good as drawing at the same time. Being a writer and an artist is also a good thing. I agree with her. You should read at the same time that you draw, right? You should draw and read. You shouldn't do, instead of being on your phone. And here's a good thing of doing this, right? Every time you pick up your phone, pick up a book instead. You will easily actually learn something from a book than you will from than you will from your phone. I'll say that, pick up a book instead. And if you're going to actually go read something, or if you're actually if you can't do a physical book, find a find a book, or find a book online. Find a comic find a digital comic online. Go to NeoCities or Newgrounds and find a comic strip. And honestly, you will be way, way better with that shit, right? Dr. Seuss? No, I mean an actual book, like a chapter book. Pick up a chapter book, Clue 32 or some shit, right? Something that I know one of y'all have read before, so I can take a day without my tablet. Well, like I said, if you have to use your technology, use it to read a book. Simple as that, right? Digital book, use it to read a book, right? Like, go on an art website and freaking, well, actually, never mind. Our websites are still kind of risky. I mean, try to find a comic strip, right? Find a comic strip and start, and start reading, right? Find a comic strip, or at least find, a regular book, right? And start reading. There's tons of stories that you could probably learn. The issue is, unfortunately, a lot of AI bros and IT guys are trying to destroy my industry by, are trying to destroy my industry by making AI slop. And that's kind of the problem, is they're making profit off of that shit. And I hate it. Lately, what's been happening is apparently people that are using AI are now tracing shit. And so people can't detect that it's AI or not, which fucking sucks because you can't tell if somebody's tracing or not. You know, you can't tell if somebody's tracing digitally or not because, unfortunately, you know, there's actual lines being drawn. And people are still kind of, yeah, sure, are they like... But at the same time, if somebody's going through all that effort to be lazy, by that point, I mean, it is what it is, right? You know? I don't think that tracing's a good thing either, but they're kind of robbing themselves by that point. The problem is people also have commissions. Those people are also getting commissions as well and taking away from the actual artists that care, right? But that's the problem too. You have differing styles in differing places that differ so constantly that, you know, that you can't stay consistent, which is another problem when it comes to drawing. So, you know. But anyway. Anyway.
Chomp.
Chomp is correct. All right.
Pathetic, and I hope it gets chewed to pieces by a Caucasian shepherd. If this thing were to ever materialize
That's pretty funny out of context.
around me, I'd punt it with the righteous force of a vengeful god, landing several critical hits, ensuring that it was transformed from a villainous 3D harbinger of evil into a sad floppy paper plate.
Yeah, agreed. I'm the same way. I'm just as aggressive towards technology now. You know, I am definitely a person that will just, like, take a bat and, like, destroy those damn things now. Because, like, the next time, you know, just to send a message, oh, but you'll get fined and you'll be charged a lot of money. Pfft, says who? You know? Says the company? What are they going to sue me with? Like, their prototype money? You know? The money that they don't have yet? Yeah, huh? Yeah, real great, you know? I don't know, man. I mean, they can't sue me if they're dead, right? Ba-doom-ching. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't actually, you know, allegedly, of course. I don't know. Don't do that to people. You know, don't actually attack people. Robots, go ahead and attack robots all you want. You know, it's just technology. It's property. It's something that they're trying to make us into slaves anyway. So, you know, it's important to, you know, it's okay to destroy technology. I have a book. If my mom took away my tablet, I would read it. I mean, you should do it irregardless if your mother takes away your tablet, right? You know. Why is Plain Chan telling y'all to attack? What happened? What'd I miss? Yeah, but like I said, I mean, you know.
I have a fear of long words.
I have fear of long words. I mean, yes, I did get told you have a phobia.
Have you guys read Discovering Pig Magic? It's so good, I love it.
Discovering pig magic. Interesting. That is tragic that you can't. I would say then...
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
No, don't. Dude, she has a phobia. Christ. That's not cool, Derp.
Glum.
Agreed. Unfortunately, I don't say very, how do I say it? I don't say very, sophisticated things, honestly. I don't say very sophisticated things, so unfortunately
I am like go cry now.
I'm sorry that he did that to you. I apologize.
Derp, that's mean C.
Yeah, that was a little uncalled for, man. Yeah,
I'm shaking.
I'm not a very sophisticated,
See.
How you say it?
Also, the thing I said isn't a long word, sorry.
Well, it is a long word. Oh,
James,
sorry.
trigger warning, but you have hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia.
No, don't. Leo, what the fuck? I have text-to-speech on, please. Don't do
Oh, no.
that. Don't do that, please. Lord, man. Y'all, chill. Christ.
This is trauma.
I'm gonna time y'all out if y'all do that again. Please don't. Alright? Oh, Lord.
ERM.
Yeah, please don't do that. Like, good God, man. Like, someone asks you to stop. If the next person that does that, I'm gonna time them out, okay? Seriously, please don't do that shit. It's not okay. You know. That's just insane.
Okay. Sorry, James, if I said something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just very insensitive. I'm sorry. You know.
Back.
Wait, is that a long word? I actually don't know exactly. I'm not gonna say it again, just in case. Is insensitive a long word? I don't think that's a long word, right? Sensitive.
I can't type well, so I might misspell.
That's fine. Well, yeah, if you have a phobia of, like, if you have a phobia of, hold on. Sorry, I'm looking up a synonym.
Okay.
Hold on.
I have a fear of S3 me trucks.
3 semi-trucks. Yeah, we all have phobias of something. Let's see.
If it's a word over 20 letters, then I'm triggered.
Oh, over 20 letters. Okay, so...
I have no phobia. So give payback for saying the word S3M1 truck.
Okay, so technically... So yeah.
Needles.spiders.the dark.
Protracted, that's a word for... So you like really... So, you know, just don't use very protracted words. I guess you could still use, tedious words? What the hell? Tedious... Hold on. Interminable? Drawn out, protracted, lengthy. Weird. Drawn out seems like that's not correct.
I dare you to say semi-truck.
Semi-truck? That's not a 20-letter word.
I'm only scared of Discord.
Yeah, 20-letter words seem like, what do I call it? 20-letter words actually are pretty hard to find, honestly. People kind of don't typically say words with that kind of,
Just so I can get payback.
I don't know. People don't really say, like, many, is intellectual 20 word? No, that's not 20 letters. There's anti-intellectual, which also is not very long. I don't know. It really depends, because if you say 20 letters or less, that doesn't seem like, how do you say it? Doesn't seem like that's very easy to do in the first place. So, yeah.
Chrysanthemums are my absolute favorite flower, and they're only 14 letters long, so I can mention M.
Chrysanthemums. That's fair. What words? I don't think I've heard anybody use a word that is very, like,
Okay, I'm done now. I have trauma from that one time a semi-truck almost crashed into our rental car.
Yeah.
Sorry if I type in Canada, it's just a better language.
That's fine. I don't know why you would type in...
No confusing thing.
I don't know. Intellectual? Let's see.
No, it's fine. I'm just traumatized now.
From what? I didn't say anything
Yeah.
else. Intellectual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 4, 16. So that's running it pretty close. Yeah, I'm sorry that they did that to you, honestly. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I'm slowly going insane.
Me too. I'm just kidding, I'm already insane. Ba-doom-ching. Alright, let's continue, shall we?
These tech oracle AI CEOs promise us a world of seamless living, a world where their algorithms and neural networks handle everything, leaving
Yeah, which is so ironic because
The
they're...
long words he wants me to say is phobia for payback, but I'm not that type of person. Yeah.
Yeah, don't...
You're cuckoo 24/7.
Cuckoo 24/7. Agreed. I don't think anybody's sane here anymore. He can't be sane
Oh, I
in the
finally
modern
remember
world.
my phobia. I have a fear of the end of humanity and outer space in general, like I start spiraling and my brain feels bad.
The end of humanity? Well, that's...
I'ma go cry now for a sec.
I mean, here's the thing is... The scenario of that happening is going to be... Hold on. The scenario of the sun destroying us can maybe happen, but it won't be the sun destroying us. It will be like power plants and stuff, right? It really depends on how that super flare hits us, right? You know. The second
Okay, bad.
thing is, what I call it? The second thing is, like, when you're an adult, you kind of will have
I also have a
less
fear of abandonment.
abandonment.
0.0000000000001% of people are sane.
That sounds completely incorrect. Hold on.
Is going to be in 10,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 years.
What, super flare? No, a super flare is about ready to...
Stop.
A super flare is about to hit us at any point, but you won't really know. That's the thing is...
Oh shit, is that 20 letters long?
Here's the thing is... I'm gonna say this, Mothy. There's nothing we can do to there's nothing we can do to solve it. So we just, how you say it? So, I mean, just live every day like your last, you know? That's pretty much it.
That's a number.
What's a number? Yeah, I mean, you know, the best way to think about it, man, is like...
Skip it.
Yeah, believe me. Oh, what's going on? Why won't it show up?
I know DHA is why I don't think about it, or else I have some existential crisis and start going insane. Yeah.
That's why I have... Well, I mean, here's the thing is... I'm gonna say this. Just don't... Like, I know that you can't just not think about it, but think about it this way. Like,
It's stupid, I know, lol.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is, just think about,
Is
you
that
know...
my mom's OC?
Probably. I think so, yeah. People submit their OCs often. What do I call it?
I lose my sanity, mostly during writing class.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing is, the best way to really think about this is, like, rather than focusing on death itself, like, just focus on, what do I call it? Just focus on things you want to do before death, right? You know, just focus on things you want to do, right? You know, and you'll be okay, right? I would honestly, you know, it's, I know it sounds crazy, but like, the way that I was told I was gonna die past by the age of 18, and I'm already living way past the point that I thought I would be, right? You know, that's what my doctors told me, and I'm still, like, I'm on borrowed time, so literally if I'm dead tomorrow, I just kind of can expect it, right? The best thing you can do is just expect that, you know, Just be like, hey, it's gonna happen, and I can't do anything about it, right? You know.
Fuller, you're making me think about death. I want to eat mutton biryani before I die.
There's nothing to think about, though. That's the thing is. Once it
I
happens...
don't even know why I have a fear of abandonment, but it triggers me whenever I want to hang out with someone and they suddenly just go offline or something and makes me fear them leaving me forever.
Well, here's the thing is, with death, like...
My dog will die soon.
There's nothing...
It's 3:59 for me.
There's nothing to think about. It just happens, right? Just don't think about it, right? You know. I know that sounds crazy, but literally, like, just the best...
It's 2:58 for me.
The best way you can think about it is there's nothing you can do about it. At all. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. There's nothing you can understand about it. It just
Hard not to
happens.
think about it. 1:59.
I mean, it's really not, but, you know, obviously I've gone past the stages up by this point, you know. The best way to think about it is just, you can't do anything about it, you know. You can't do anything about it, then that's okay, right?
12 a.m. for me.
Rather than thinking about the things that, like, rather than thinking about the future, think about what you've done in the past, right? That's it. That's all you got to think about. Think about the stuff you did in the past, you know. You know, that's like, think about things you've done rather than things that you are going to do.
My dog
that
only has a
you've
couple years
never
to life.
done. Yeah, never think about the future.
I know, I just get scared thinking about it.
Never think about the future, think about the
Oh, no.
past. You know. That's the thing, is never think about the...
You forgot to bandage on the glasses color.
I did forget the bandage, you are correct. Thank you for that.
My mom said that there was a beatboxing puppy sound button or thing. Can you play it, or did she lie?
Well, it's on Twitch, but I know you're probably not allowed on Twitch, so... It's a thing that somebody has to do. Somebody has to enter it.
Beatboxing puppies?
Yes, I mean...
You're gonna get a boxer
Know
puppy.
how to
I have a
draw.
boxer puppy.
Beatboxing puppy.
Huh?
That joke doesn't make much sense without, like, the context.
I'm the big boss puppy. I know you think it's funny. All the people know they love me. I need some food in my tummy. I'm the big bossy puppy.
It doesn't really make much sense out of context. It's very much just like an inside joke here. But, you know.
Yippee. Beatboxing puppy 3.
Yes.
I think about the present in my cravings for orange juice and mutton biryani.
Orange juice and mutton?
Beatboxing puppy time.
Mm-hmm.
I want egg bites RN.
I don't know what egg bites are.
I'm not even allowed to eat meat, but
I
it
know
sounds
what
so
devil
good.
eggs. To eat meat, but it sounds so good. Well, it's not. I mean, if you don't eat meat already, then good on you, honestly. Because goddamn, it is really tough. If you don't eat unhealthy food,
Meat is
like,
good.
good on you,
I'm hungry.
man.
What has happened to Deku being in chats though? What happened to Deku? Oh, it's 3 a.m.
Oh my god. Color storm at 3 a.m. Oh my goodness, guys. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. This is gonna be crazy. Whoa, furry at 3 a.m. Let's go call furry at 3 a.m. It's gonna be crazy scary.
It's 2 a.m. RN.
Whoa. Anyway. I don't know. Old man rambles. Alright. Anyway,
It's 4:03 for me.
let's
Enough to
see.
bask in a state of optimized, effortless bliss.
Cleo, everything that moves will be robotic someday, and it will be soon. We invest.
No, it won't. Everything will be robotic someday. Yeah, well, I mean, we're also gonna be in Captain fucking Laserhawk when that shit happens. You know, being Captain Laserhawk when everything becomes robotic. People, it won't be for the people, it'll be for freaking giant companies. You know, Eden will become a real thing. And then we'll have to, like, freaking start, you know, getting our weapons ready to fight off billionaires and their insane robots. God, I hate technology. Anyway, I don't know. I really don't like technology, but, you know, it's such a Luddite thing to say, good. I'd rather be a Luddite than be some freaking pansy. Sorry, had a little bit of a personal thing there. Ooh, croissants. That sounds delicious. Future. 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 Anyway, alright.
Invested tens of billions of dollars before it really happened.
I don't care for this world. I would rather sever all 10 of my fingers off with a rusted guillotine, gluing them back together individually as entertainment, making them into some sort of makeshift bowling pin set, than stare blankly at a wall while my Terminator husband makes me one of his homemade meals. Oh,
Agreed.
I just love my bowl of bolts and batteries. Oh, you like the painting up on my wall? Yes, it was made by a real artist. It has a paper-like screen and AI sound effects. Don't you just love this ad?
Okay, that's pretty funny. God damn it.
This relentless, unquestioning faith in AI
True.
isn't just silly, it's actively making things worse because we're not just giggling at goofy little gadgets anymore. It's a much more larger, more facetious upcoming, and it's
I'm still laughing at the goofy gadgets. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's kind of the problem is, like, here's the thing is, all of the freaking gadgets that these guys have and gizmos are just like, it's just flat out terrible at what it does. It's like every time you look at it, it's like, wow, yeah, that's, yeah, real progress there, billionaire. Good job. You know, real progress there, freaking, like, dudes obsessed with this weird, like, you know, like, robophilia, you know? That's what they're called, robophiles. There we go. That's what they're called. People are way too into robots. Yes, robophiles, of course. I knew I got the example for him. He taught me a lot. Who taught you a lot? Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye. I don't know. This is definitely more of not learning from Bill Nye, the science guy. This is like some Terminator-based stuff. I know you guys have never seen Terminator in your life, but yes, the exact thing that happens in Terminator. This is what's happening. Like, that's what's happening in reality right now. They're literally replicating every AI movie that exists, and it freaking sucks. So, you know. Robophiles? Yes. Robophiles love freaking clankers for some odd reason. And I like... It's absolutely ridiculous. Robophiles, yeah, because that's what they are, you know. If you're obsessed with something, if you're obsessed with robots, like, you're a robophile. There you go, you know. Phile is somebody that's obsessed with something, right? And these guys are robophiles. I'm just like, by this point, I'm done treating these guys like they're human. They're not. Clankers, sorry. Yes, that's what we call robots. Clankers. Because that's what they are. They're clankers. You know. Freaking clankers. They don't deserve to be called anything but clankers. You know, they say othering is a powerful thing, but in this case, I'm not othering humans, I'm othering robots. And it's okay to hate technology. There's nothing wrong with hating technology, you know? Like, people want to make you think that there's something wrong with hating technology and being like, oh, well, you're just a Luddite because you don't want progress. I'm like, this isn't progress. This is billionaires trying to replace people with humans. Or humans trying to replace each other with robots, right? Like, that's the problem is, and I don't really want that future, so sorry that I hate this, but I hate this. It's like, I'm not sorry that I hate this, you know? It's like, I'm not gonna apologize for hating clankers, right? You know, I'm just not gonna do that. They're not human, and they don't deserve to be treated like humans. You know, if they go rogue and start attacking the billionaires, then sure, fine, I'll start treating them like humans. But for now, nope. They're just you know, they just exist to sell shit. And I'm not gonna do that, sorry. Nope. Nope. They literally they'll eventually start releasing ads to try to get people to start, what do you call it? They'll start getting people to, how do I say this? They'll start getting people, which are really obsessed with Earth, to the point where they walk around naked. Yikes. That sounds pretty nuts. I drown robots in my bathtub. Agreed. I hate robots. I'm like, such an old man to thing to say, but I really don't like robots. It's like people will hate me for that shit, but I'm sorry, I don't like robots. I will never give them the light of day. If I see something that is quote unquote progressive in technology, I'm gonna hate it. I don't like robots. I don't want to be near robots. I only use a robot. Like, I understand. Like, people are like, oh, but you use a robot. Here's the problem. I use a robot because I have to use a robot because I don't have a choice. I don't use it by choice. I use it because I have to, not because I want to. That's the difference. If I had the choice to not do this, and make a career off of not having to use a robot to draw, then I wouldn't. But unfortunately, in order to be an artist, I have to use a robot. I don't get that choice. If I did get that choice, that wouldn't be my first option. I don't really care for robots, nor do I ever want to care for robots, because they're not human. They don't deserve to be treated like human. Anybody that uses these generative AI are not human either. And therefore, I don't value your life if you use generative AI. Because you're not human anymore, you're a husk of a person. You're a husk now, And that's the thing is, I don't think that type of I don't think that's a person anymore. I think that's a robot as well, Clearly, my values and people are completely different. Pet kids watching this, sorry if I offended you. Yeah, I know, agreed, man. There was one robot toy I had. Here's the thing, is you can be an iPad kid and still be human, There's a difference between humans and robots, soulless robots, right? Unfortunately, a lot of CEOs are robots now. They're honestly, I don't value their life because they ain't human. They don't act human. They act too evil to be considered human. Billionaires are not good people. Billionaires are bad people. Simple as that. And people want to pretend, people obviously have this weird obsession over them, but that's all it is an obsession. If you value billionaires, I don't value you, I'm not a person that gives people chances like that, I don't give people like that chances, There's a difference between being a human being, and there's a difference between obsessing over a robot. Kinda an iPad kid. I mean, anybody that is older than me is an iPad kid, Anybody that's older than me is an iPad kid. But that's the difference, right? That's the thing is, you can still be an iPad kid and still have, still have morals, right? I know people, a lot of people my own age don't think so, but I think so, right? It's very simple. You just have to learn it, right? Not attacking people, simply wanting people to be jobless is immoral. That is not human, simply wanting people, simply obsessing over robots, obsessing over robots in an unhealthy way. Night, by the way, before I get to bed. A robot, okay, Alexia. Ugh. Don't actually destroy your technology, please. That's also another thing. Don't destroy your technology either. Don't destroy your technology, because it still has its uses. But again, doesn't mean you have to like it, There was, you know what? Hold on. There was something that I did see that went absolutely hard. Like, it went so hard, and I saved a screenshot of it. I don't know if I saved it on my phone or if I saved it on my computer, but I'm gonna check. Hold on, one sec. It was like, fuck technology, like, read books, something like that. It went so hard, and I loved it. Hold on. Where was it? Sometimes happens. Just happens sometimes. But usually at home. What does? Wait, what? What did I do? Well, one sec. There's something that went so hard. One moment. Let me see if I can find it. It went so freaking unbelievably hard. And it's like, it was like the best thing I've seen. Hold on. Yeah, excuse me. Found out the name of a robot I liked, Cosmo. He was the little guy that picked up blocks and stuff. Oh, yeah. There's little useful robots, and then there's these pieces of garbage robots. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Nah, chick tripping. No, I can't find it. Dude, it went so hard. I can't remember exactly where it was. The image went so hard. Yeah, I can't find it. Let me see if it's like a image that this person. Let's see, hold on. Technology read books. Let me see if I can find it. It's like a banner. No. I was wondering if maybe find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm gonna see. Maybe it was on TikTok. I don't know. It was something that went so damn hard, dude. It might have been a YouTube short now that I think about it. I think I actually watched a YouTube short and it was that. Hold on. I want to see a specialist to see if I have ADHD. Well, probably should. Sorry, I'm looking at seeing if it was on my TikTok maybe. Let's go to my watch history. Doesn't look like it. No, it isn't. I didn't see it on my TikTok. It was a YouTube short then. Man, I thought I took a picture of it. Man, it went so hard too. Unless I didn't, like, watch it for that long. Maybe I didn't. It might have been a YouTube short. I don't know. Get together anywhere. I make an animation while I listen. That's fair. Like 1 month till. Till what? Hmm. Nope, not there either. Okay, let me look at my YouTube shorts real quick. Let me see if it's there. Let me see here. Hold on, I'm looking at the shorts that I was looking at. Let me see. Uh, nope. Dang it, I can't even look at all the shorts history. That sucks. Oh well. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it here. Really? Yeah, I don't know. It was a banner that went really hard, and it was like a bookshop, and I was like, man, that goes hard as hell. Anyway, alright.
ETA is not that far off. This isn't just about a few bad products, this is about AI solutionism, the dangerous belief that every single human flaw, every flicker of effort, every nuanced problem can and should be solved by an algorithm. And in the billionaires' path of this algorithmic
No.
wet dream, instead
Yeah.
of making our lives better, it's infinitely making them worse. But who cares, right? Because my Samsung TV has a built-in cry detector, and my toothbrush has AI, so,
Yeah, god, dude. Fucking... There's like millions of us against 6 of them. 6. But the problem is, unfortunately, they use the freaking army to like, and like give people like, you know, ways out of making sure that, you know, they still are able to like pay for their family in order to freaking, what I call it, pay for their family in order to, like I don't know, man, trade other people's lives for their lives, and fucking sucks, man. Like I just it's so annoying because if billionaires weren't so untouchable, it would be so nice, man. The world would be so much better. And that's the thing is you can go after one, but the problem is you go after one, you'll be executed, right? You know. I mean Luigi went after a CEO, right? You know. And then there's another guy that went after another one, right? You know. And that's the thing is, you know, it's just people sacrifice themselves to make everything better for the greater good, right? But the problem is there's 6 billionaires you have to deal with. 6, right? You know. And the problem is in like there's about like from what I understand there is a list of about like 25 billionaires, but only about like 6 to 10 of them are actually needing to be like dealt with, right? You know, or sorry, 50 billionaire. It was something weird, like 50 to like 100 billionaires, and like the only ones that really need to be dealt with personally was like 6 to 10 of them. So essentially, like you deal with that many of them, it will be so easy to like the world just wouldn't be that difficult, right? Because here's the thing is all the other billionaires aren't doing much. They have their money. They don't really care that much. They don't want to they don't want to destroy systems because why would they? You know, if they just sat back, relaxed, and didn't freaking like if they just sat back, relaxed, and like just went on their 50 million vacations, no one would care. Right? That's the problem is no one would care that much, but they want to destroy an entire system just because they can, which just is pissing like so many people off, and I agree, you know. I mean, Australia is fighting against it right now, fighting against a bunch of billionaires in their country right now. And I completely agree. This is why Australia is looking
What mo-
better and better every day, you know? What the fuck was that? Well, there was actually a protest today that was like, the anti-billionaire one. Hold on. You need to have that in the States. Ooh. Wait a second. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's wow. Well, that's a good sign. Wow, Australia is just looking better and better every day, man, I swear. What? That's crazy. Fights back against billionaires buying elections by limiting the amount of donors can spend on political parties. Wow. Okay then. Huh. Interesting. Wow, okay. So, that's good. By, like, Elon Musk to just 20,000. Interesting. Okay. Well, on the bright side, they're at least not going to be taking over the whole planet. That's a good sign. You know, that was the thing I was afraid of, was them being able to take over the entire planet. The good news is they're not going to be able to if that's the case. Thank God. You know, interesting. Very, very interesting.
Hey, toothbrush, what are you for again?
Brushing teeth.
Oh, that makes so much sense. It's
Ugh.
subtly shifting our society in ways that we're just now beginning to comprehend, and everything isn't that serious until it is, and the Earth has no more water left because we were too busy draining it all to cool the data centers powering our stupid robot dogs. And you want
Yep. Agreed. Yeah, it's just kind of pissing me off. That also kind of makes me mad. Doesn't just kind of make me mad, it does make me mad. You know, just them freaking using way too much water to, you know, them using way too much water to cool down the data centers is just, I'm getting so tired of billionaires destroying the environment for a profit by this point, bro. Like, honestly, they don't have to do that, but they do anyway because it's just way easier. And I'm like, I'm so over it.
to know what's crazy? There's a guy right now in his GX Racer gaming chair going, I know what AI does to the world, but I just can't seem to give up the AI Studio Ghibli art of me and my strange age gap girlfriend. If I can't
Yeah. God, I fucking hate robots. I hate robots. Said this a million times. I hate robots.
tag Grok under every tweet, how will I even know what's happening? Saw a guy doing assignments in the library. No ChatGPT. He just sat there typing in a Word doc manually, like a psychopath. He wasn't just typing, he was engaging in a lost arcane art form like blacksmithing or reading a paper map. The idea that doing something
That is kind of crazy that there are people trying to shame. Somebody had the balls, the fucking balls, to make a goddamn TikTok to shame somebody for not using AI, for being more intelligent than them. That is the keynote of an anti-intellectual right there, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be an anti-intellectual. If you, like, this is the reason why, like, do not be those guys. Because those are robophobes, right there. Or robophobes. Those are robophobes? Robophiliacs, right? Robophobes. God, I'm a robophobe. Robophiliacs, right? You know, those are people that have robophilia. You know, Seriously, like by that point, I will call them I will call them robophiliacs. You know, if you are obsessed with AI in a positive way, you are a robophiliac, you know, and you deserve to be shamed for it. You know, if you are not shamed for it, you will be. You know, you deserve to be bullied if you think a robot, like if you count a robot as being like alive, you know, full blown.
Manually and using your own brain and actual effort is now being seen as inefficient is clinically insane. You people are being conditioned to believe that every task, no matter how simple, requires an AI assistance input. Critical thinking, writing, and basic research are all redundant because an algorithm can do it for us. If I were to
Ugh. God. Oh. Oh God. Yeah, I mean, she's saying everything I'm saying word for word, man. She's saying everything I've said multiple times word for word. Like honestly, dude. It's just people just
Am I the only one in YT chat?
probably, let's be honest. This is, you know, most likely. This is the reason why, like, this is the reason why I just chalk it up to, like, people are just fucking idiots when they dislike my fucking videos, man. Because by this point, people don't like having fun on the internet anymore. They just want to be dumbasses, right? You know, like, what's the fucking point of trying to appeal to idiots, right? You know, what's the point? I'm not gonna appeal to idiots. Fuck that shit, man. Like, oh man, it's like, oh, I don't like this video. Well, too bad, you're a fucking dumbass then. It's like, if you don't like me having fun, then go fuck yourself. You know? By this point, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm not going to dumb myself down because you're too stupid to understand what fun is, right? You know, by this point. Like, you're too stupid to I'm not saying you guys specifically. I'm not saying you guys. I'm talking about the fucking, robophiliacs, right? You know, the robophiliacs, straight up, man. Like, they don't understand the fact of what it is being human. And by this point, if you don't understand what it is being human, then I'm gonna introduce you to my toy called the 45. You know, if you don't act human, you don't deserve to be alive. Simple as that. You don't deserve life. You know, I'll gladly, I'll gladly take that from you. Thank you. You know. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, oh, but that's really violent. Well, yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? They were gonna kill millions of people anyway. So may as well, like, you know, they were trying to set things in motion to kill millions of people anyway, so of course, you know, all I'm doing is doing my due diligence by protecting humanity. You know? It's like, I don't care how inhumane that sounds. It's like, I don't care how that sounds, you know, that's the humane thing to do. I don't know. Like I said, though, I'm also saving my freaking rounds for someone specific that is, you know, what do you call it? For someone specific that is actually dealing with, or what do you call it? Someone specific that is encouraging this behavior, unfortunately, you know. Unfortunately, I have to keep myself a little in the aspect that people are going to what do you call it? I have to save my rounds for someone that is encouraging this behavior rather than someone that is how do you say it? Rather than someone that's like is using it, you know. But hey, you know, cross my path and things will be a lot worse. So, you know. By this point, I'm not insane. The insane people are the ones using the robots. By this point, right? I don't know. Anyway.
to tilt these people sideways, I am 1000% sure that their brain would start leaking out in a slime-like consistency. I don't even know how these people get let into universities. I genuinely.
Well, they're not human. That's why, and the rich people pay for them. So, you know. Honestly, good question. They're rich. That's why. That's why they get in these universities. Anyway.
Genuinely hope that they fail at life and never get hired by anyone ever because their degrees were in.
Well, they're not. They never will be because they like made things to replace themselves, which is hilarious. Anyway.
Entirely cheated. Oh, you guys are still using ink-filled pens? How quaint. I, however, scanned the paper with the most inconspicuous ChatGPT-infused glowing elongated machine so that I can find out what the most common gas in our atmosphere is.
People in YT chat.
I mean,
You there?
What's up? What's up, Leo? What you need? Bro, if you don't understand what the most common, like, element in our atmosphere is, then, like, why are you even alive? Ay, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like, why should I, like, that's the thing is, why, like, it's like, yeah, sure, people dislike my shit, but here, of course, they're gonna dislike somebody that is more intelligent than you. Like, by this point, like, this is the thing is, I've never had this superiority complex before, and
It's water.
AI is flat out, like, making me have a superiority complex. Not because I'm using it, but because other people are using AI, like, because people are using generative AI. If people weren't using generative AI, I wouldn't have the superiority complex. Seriously, I'm just better than people that use generative AI by this point. Like, I know I am. You know? Wait, hey. God, dude. Like, people just don't learn anymore. That's the problem, dude. And it's on purpose, obviously, you know. It's just... I don't know how to explain it, you know? I don't. I really, really don't, you know?
Like what has our generation? Is this generation AI?
Is this generation AI? Well, I mean, there's generative AI, and then there's generation. Like, yeah, you know, generation alpha, more like generation AI. But that's the problem is, it's not even necessarily people that are like the younger gen. It's more of just some people in all gens that are like this right now. Like, that's the problem is, dude, you want to be like, I don't fucking know, man. By this point, if you have a like, your political opinion is also, like, invalid as well if you, like, how you say it, your political opinion also is invalid if you use AI as well. Use generative AI, your opinion is completely invalid. Like, anything that you do is completely invalid. I don't care, you know? I will ask somebody, like, it's like, if somebody has an opinion, I will ask them, like, do you use AI? If they say they use generative AI, I will ask them their uses first, because there are useful things that AI does, that you can use it as a tool. But if they say that they just use that shit to get answers, and they don't actually learn anything from it, then I'm just gonna say your opinion is invalid. Straight up. Like, there's been points where I have said people, like, there have been points where I have been, like, you know, where
and these green screen kids have grown up and now green screen adults.
Yeah, honestly. Well, that's the problem is, what's happening is it ruining this current generation? Yes, but it's not just ruining this generation, it's just ruining everyone. That's the problem is, it's like, these people are, like, just as bad as, like, the kids are. Like, it's like with people that are with technology, right? Human beings like just don't know how to handle technology. They don't understand, so like they're not ready for social media. That's the problem. Humanity was not ready for social media. It was not ready for this type of technology. It's not ready for this kind of shit. But guess what? It's here. And people act like they are ready for it, when in reality, no, they're not. Because this is the exact reason why. Because rich people take advantage of literal idiots. And that's the problem is, you know? They take advantage of literal stupid people. So it's like...
AI has gotten into the furry and Therian community.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten in everywhere, dude. It's everywhere. And it's like, you know, it's absolutely everywhere for no reason, you know? And that's the problem is, when you talk online now, it's just bots. Now I can just basically say, like, this person's a bot, and if somebody says that they're real, I still can't believe them, because bots will also just say, no, I'm totally real. When in reality, they're still a bot, you know? I freaking hate it, dude. When I was on the internet, man, I used to talk to real people, you know? Even when they were a little ridiculous, they sounded like real people, and they sounded at least a little sophisticated, right? They at least sounded like people. That's the problem, is they sounded like they at least understood basic, like, education, right? They understood basic things in the basic world. Nowadays, you can't find anyone like that anymore. And that's the problem, right? You know, if you can't find any people like that anymore. So why exactly, like, should I try to, you know, why should I even act like those people are worth my time? The answer is they aren't. You know, if you're too stupid to, like, you know, if you're too stupid to, like, to understand, like, if you're too stupid, like, to understand basic critical thinking, then you have no
People in
reason
1890, we
for
will have
me.
flying cares in 2025.2025, brain rid, AI, and pedophiles.
Yeah, agreed. Ugh. Like, that's the thing is, the brain rot's just typical shit posting. That is what it is, right? Those are just shit posters, whatever, right? That's fine. I don't really, like, that's just typical bullshit. That's, brain rot has always technically been a thing. They've just called it shit posting, right? It's always been a thing. That's fine, right? That part is just kids being kids. But then there is, or teenagers being teenagers, I guess, kids now, but you know, like, that's whatever, right? But when you start getting to the level where people are using it and depending on it to give you information, you're already like you already have a huge problem. You just do. You have a massive problem. And it doesn't, and you know, like, you need to, like, those people need to go read a book, like, straight up, dude. If you use AI for anything other than like helping you to, like, do something that a robot should be doing anyway, then, you know, you're not, you know, you have no reason to exist, right? You know, if you're using that shit to try to make generative images, like, just go throw yourself in a river by this point. Like despawn. I don't care. People are like, oh, that's so mean though. I don't give a shit. It's like, who cares if it's mean? They're not, they don't act human. They're hollow. They're a husk. They don't exist in my world. You know? They don't exist. They don't need to be a thing. You know, nobody asked you to use generative AI to try to learn how to brush your fucking teeth, bro. You know? It's like, go learn a fucking thing or two and then
I use
talk
AI
to
to help
me.
me do stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, what do you use it for exactly, though? Do you use it for what a robot should be doing anyway? Or do you use it to, like, to figure out how to tie your fucking shoes, right? You know, that's the problem. There's some things human beings should learn, and that's the problem, right? You know, if you use it to learn things, then, you know, good on you. Like, honestly, I'm glad, right? That's completely fine. That's what robots are meant to be used for, is to learn things. But if you don't use it to learn anything, then you, like, it's the difference between having the answer sheet and having a practice test. A practice test, you learn the test first, and then you learn something, you learn the material first, and then you take the test, right? Then you take a practice test, then you learn the test, right? That's the reality of what should be happening. But if you just copy an answer sheet, you're not learning anything, right? You know, that's the difference. It's the difference between having the answer sheet and having a, what do you call it? It's the difference. Yeah, it's the difference between having an answer sheet and having a, what do you call it? And having like
Like
a,
cooking if there is a hard question on my math homework, but it will be like 1 or 2 questions, sometimes 4.
well, that's the thing is, it's the difference between having a teacher teach you something and having you learn something than having a, what do you call it? Than having a robot teach you everything, right? You know,
We have NWEA testing tomorrow.
it goes both ways, right? You know, it goes both ways. Both teachers and students should be learning things, you know, but unfortunately, both are trying to cheat, and it's just kind of awful, right? You can't, cheating at life like this is just not okay, you know. What is the point of kids being in school if they don't learn anything? You know, what's the point of AI if it doesn't actually do things that human beings can't do, right? You know, if it doesn't help humanity, what's the point? The answer is the point for these guys, for billionaires, is to make money. The sad truth, though, is that nobody needs it, you know. It's the same thing with social media. Nobody needs social media.
And I only use AI sometimes.
Nobody needs social media, right? This thing is people consume it like crazy, and honestly, I'd rather people use their time more, you know, more efficiently. But there's times where, again, I get it, where it's like, okay, I don't have anything else I need to do anyway, right? But there's a difference between when you can do it, right? Using it in your spare time is okay, but like I said, if you have other chances of talking to people, it's better to talk to people than it is to let a robot like tell you what you should be doing. You should be an independent person. Independency is the biggest thing we should be doing, but we're not doing that, and that's the problem. That's what's, you know, that's the issue. But, you know, what do I know, right? I'm a dude with a fucking disease. I'm a dude with like a million diseases that's gonna die early, so, you know, it's not like I'm gonna be living in this world very much longer anyway. So,
I talked to my friend. Friends.
yeah, and that's always good, you know. That actually looks like shit. Hold on. Anyway.
Nitrogen. It's nitrogen. Are you in the 5th grade, perhaps? This isn't just a pen. This is a social and academic suicide device. If I were to catch someone using this, I would never, ever, ever let them live this down. I feel like you'd have a better chance of not getting caught by just screaming the question at the ceiling and hoping God answers. No, there's nothing suspicious here at all. It's just me and my futuristic rectal thermometer that I'm using to awkwardly photocopy the fake questions on the screen that I made, but I could sell this ass product. The whole point of cheating is to not get caught. Do we know that? Or has Grok not let you in on that one yet? Do we not know what copy and paste is? You can just put it in right there, one tab over.
Yep. Useless products. Never ceases to amaze me, you know. Useless products, man. Those are also the best thing. That's a thing that's been forever around.
Why is the first thing I thought when I saw the animation test was Mike Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski? What? Why Mike Wazowski? Was it because of the who's that Pokemon meme? Who's that Pokemon? And it's like Mike Wazowski or some shit. That is pretty funny, I do admit. It is kind of hilarious. Yeah, man. People just don't have dreams anymore. That's the sad part, right? That's the thing is, too. People used to have dreams, right? People used to have passions, dreams, points to, like, what they... Like, they didn't just want to be... You know, they wanted to be something. Nobody wants to be anything anymore. That's the thing is, right? Nobody wants to learn things anymore. Nobody wants to actually... That's the issue, right? In order to make people actually, you know, understand things like art and hate things like AI, is to make sure that people have, like, you know, fun, you know, simple as that. Teach people what fun is, because unfortunately, I guess people don't know what fun is anymore. And corporations have made sure that people don't know what fun is anymore. I mean, hell, they make people mindlessly scroll on fucking TikTok and YouTube, you know, and YouTube Shorts, right? You know, if you're scrolling like a page of, if you're scrolling, that's just a problem, period, right? I've never been somebody that, I don't like my phone, right? I don't use my phone. I use it for phone calls, and I use it to message friends to go meet somewhere in reality, but I do not like my phone. I don't use it. I don't need it. I don't have to need it, because I don't want a phone, but I need it because I need to make phone calls, right? Unfortunately, I'm still a person that watches YouTube videos, like when I go to the laundromat, but afterwards, I'm productive, and I draw, right? You know, and I know drawing is not necessarily the most productive thing, but I like drawing. It's way more productive than just consuming mindless garbage, right? You know, but people don't understand that. You know. Okay, that actually works. It goes, pew, you know. That's a little bit of a too much frames there, though. But it's fine. Okay, that's about fine. Okay. Let's get through this video.
It's like a personality trait of a cartoon character depending on a fat USB stick Tamagotchi to finish rendering question 3. We need to bring back shame. And also probably...
Thank you. Thank you. Fucking thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Good lord, man. God, that's been like something I've been saying for years, man. We need to start I've said that multiple times. We need to start bullying people again, man. For being
Kids now
dweebs.
using AI. While I'm in one of the best schools in my state that helped me learn better than my brother's school, I've been there since kindergarten and I was able to learn words fast.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's also the thing, too. Not everybody can afford that. Every school should be the best school, right? But that's the problem, is there's also financial inequality and shit, which also is a problem. Yeah, but yeah, no, thank you, man. We should be, like, she is saying exactly she's saying exactly what I've been saying the entire time. People need to be shamed for what they're doing again. The reason why people aren't is because now everybody uses the internet and nobody knows how to act properly anymore. Making fun of somebody should be a common thing again. You know, shaming people for being not human. Excuse me. Shaming people for not acting human should be a thing. It is the reason why I call content creators... Excuse me. It's the reason... Oh, goddammit, hiccups. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ouch. Oh, fuck. Now I have hiccups. Oh, fuck. Oh, good lord. Anyway, human beings shouldn't be, human beings should be shamed for not acting human. Simple as that. Beforehand, it was a little crazy because people were just making fun of people because they were, like, a bit dweebish. Everyone's a dweeb now, and they deserve to be made fun
Bullying
of for
never
being a
even left,
dweeb.
brother. I constantly get bullied still in school, and it will continue like that forever.
Yeah, but you don't get bullied for the right things. That's the problem is. That's the thing, is at least beforehand, you used to get bullied
My
for
school would send me to jail if I bullied someone, but if it's my bully, my parents would bail me out.
Yeah. Right. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the here's the problem is you're not even getting bullied for the right things. Like, let me ask this. The bullies are nothing like how they used to be when I was a kid. I know this because I've seen it before, you know. So it's like they're such fucking dweebs, dude. Like, honestly, I feel like if it wasn't illegal to freaking body slam a child, I would do that shit because they're so fucking dweebish. Like, let me ask this. What are they bullying you about? Are they just saying stupid shit? You know? Like, because I know kids don't give fucking wedgies anymore. Kids don't actually, like, physically attack kids anymore, which honestly, you know, be it as it may, that's technically a good thing, right? But, like, good lord, man, the insults that I hear are so fucking dweebish, dude. It's so sad, and I'm like, bro, this is what children are making fun of kids for, and kids are upset about this? I don't know, man. It's gonna be so easy to, like, it's gotta be so easy to make fun of these guys, man. There's no fucking way that it's not that easy, you know? Like, it's so easy to make fun of people. It's so easy to make fun of adults now. I couldn't make fun of adults with a shit because I didn't have much on them. Now I'm social. I've been a social, like, I mean, I've always been a social person, right? I've always been an extrovert, right? So I've always had the upper hand in that shit. But the problem is, it's now weird to be an extrovert, to be somebody that's social to people. I can make fun of people for the dumbish. I can make fun of people because they are such fucking, because they're such dweebs, right? They're so big of dweebs that they don't, like, they have no reason to act the way that they do. Literally, nobody acts like
My
a
bully was
human
my
being
ex-friend, and she
anymore.
said I was having hallucinations because I was Etherean.
You were having hallucinations because you were Etherean? Well, let's see, my ex-friend, and she said I was having hallucinations. Well, tell her then you should stop taking drugs. You know, tell her then you should stop taking drugs. You know, that's not good for you. Easy peasy, right? You have hallucinations? Well, you should stop taking drugs then, because clearly I'm not a hallucination. You know, simple as that, right? You know, just embrace it, right? Say that it's like if you're a hallucination, then your friend's taking drugs, you know? Easy peasy. Like, simple shit like that. That's such a dweebish thing to say. Oh man, you're a person that likes dressing up like an animal, and you like it's like clearly you like taking drugs, you know. You're a person that likes dressing up like an animal. Like, it's like, that's so weird. Well, I mean, people at Disney dress up like animals for their jobs, so, you know.
I don't take drugs.
Yeah, I know you don't take drugs. That's what I'm saying. Tell them that they should stop taking drugs. Simple as that, right? It's like, is that what your drugs are telling you? Because if you're a hallucination, then they're taking drugs. Simple as that, you know. And if they think you know.
She doesn't understand what Etherean is.
Well, yeah, no shit. That's what I'm saying. If she is calling your thing a hallucination, tell her to stop taking drugs. Because people that take drugs hallucinate. People that take mushrooms hallucinate. Simple as that. Burn them. Roast them. Destroy them. That's the thing, is humiliate them. You know? It's like, you know, it's like the same thing with fucking furries, right? It's like, oh, well, you wear a animal costume. So do mascots. You gonna make fun of mascots because they wear an animal costume?
Okay, I will tomorrow, 3.
You know, it's like, oh yeah, but mascots wear it for their job. Well, what makes you think that this is not my job? You know? It's like fucking, you wear shit at Comic-Con. People wear costumes at Comic-Con, right? You know, shit like that. I'm like, yeah, and people wear anime costumes at Comic-Con. You gonna make fun of those guys too? You know? You into anime? You into anime, you fucking dweeb? You fucking little weeb? Huh? You into those little anime girls that are, like, clearly underage? You know? You into weird pedophilic shit? You fucking weirdo? Huh? It's like, that's the funniest thing. It's the easiest thing to make fun of people now. Because their insults fucking suck. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, well, AI is the future. Is it? Because it really
He
seems...
was my Etherean trio in my class.
It's like, it may be the future, but you're stuck in the past. Like, you're you're too much in the past. I don't know, dude. Me with my Therian trio in my class. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, man, it's like, it's so simple to make fun of people, man. Like, I'm so anti-technology, and if people are calling me a Luddite, I'm like, yeah, at least I'm not relying on getting the answer sheet, you know? At least I'm not relying on technology. I'm independent, like a fucking American should be. I'm an American, too. That's the thing is, I'm an American. Independency is what Americans should be, right? But Americans aren't. And that's a bad thing. Like, that is such a shameful thing not to be an independent person in America, right? You know, it's like, I get the idea that's like, oh, there's some things that you have to be dependent on. But being as independent as possible is an American thing. If you are reliant off of generative AI, you are no longer American. You are not independent. That is the difference. At least I'm American.
Girls.
You know. Girls, ding. Girls wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. Anyway, I don't know, dude. I hate technology. That's just kind of always been my thing. I mean, it's not always been my thing. I used to love technology. That's the thing is, I used to really, really love technology. I used to be hopeful for the internet, right? I used to be hopeful because there was something that could have actually been a thing, you know? But it was different because the government didn't understand what the internet was. Now they do. And now they take huge advantage of it, and I don't really like it anymore, you know? I don't like, you know, technology anymore. I can say that I mean, I use social media, obviously, right? But, like, that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily into social media either. I do social media because nobody else is like me anymore, right? Nobody else does what I do anymore. Nobody just, like, is human anymore. Everybody's got to entertain people, right? You're no longer just a YouTuber, right? You're a content creator. You're a entertainer.
Random, but today I watched Tyler's new music vid for Sugar on my tongue, and I'm traumatized like everyone else.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty normal, honestly. Like, that's just usual YouTube video. Oh, that's some freaking pussy shit. I don't know. It's very normal. I've seen shit like that before in music videos. You know. I think I have, at least. I mean, people used to post videos like that on YouTube all the time where they would make parody videos of music, of like songs, and they would be naked so often. I don't know why. And the Mosaic like thing was used so often, like there was just like fucking tits and like nipples everywhere on YouTube, man. This was before YouTube regulated everything, you know. You would see that shit all the time on YouTube. Now you gotta be a little restrictive, but, you know. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and it just is pretty typical kink bullshit. The flashes, though, Jesus Christ, the flashes are gonna give someone a seizure, though. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about this part, though. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, people are into that shit. Oh. Oh, this is like some artsy-fartsy shit. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this before. This is just copying from a porn video. I've seen a porn video like this.
Yeah. Like.
I've seen a porn video like this. Like, is this really all that bad? I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a little crazy, but, you know. Oh, still PG-13. Oh,
Put
God.
a trigger warning.
Put a trigger warning. For what? I'm not gonna show it on stream.
If it has flash.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, it's so PG-13. I don't know how to explain it. That's such a TV-14 thing. That's not even fucking... I'm sorry to say that, that's not 18+. That's such a TV-14 thing. That's, like... I don't know. That's so TV. That's such like a PG-13 TV-14 thing. That's not even that. That's not even that adult. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry. That's not even 18 plus. Now, of course, a lot of platforms would disagree with me, but that's not even 18 plus, man. It's not. You know. I'm sorry. Like, I know that people are highly disagreeing with me on that shit, but that's not 18 plus. That's very TV 14. Things that people think are 18 plus are not 18 plus, you know. The only reason why that would be 18 plus is because the blood's red. That's it. Turn the blood to like a different color and boom, it's TV 14 now. Straight up. Not joking you. That is literally the rating of TV 14. You can show kink gear, you can show allusions to sex. You can't show sex, but you can show something that you can show the shadows of characters, like alluding to them having sex. You can show people getting like arms chopped off and blown the fuck up and destroyed and crazy shit. But the only reason why it's 18 plus is because blood. That's it. You know, you can straight up have a PG-13 show.
I'm back. My fucking iPad died when it was at 15% only like a couple minutes ago.
You can have somebody getting stabbed and have no blood showing and have the blood be like green, and all of a sudden that's PG-13 now. You can have
they blurred them being naked.
Yeah, exactly. And the mosaic of the blurring of them being naked, that's TV-14. That's not even 18 plus. That's the craziest thing about it. TV-14 can be the craziest shit as long as you don't show very minimal things. Like, pretty much you can't show drugs, you can't show sex, you can't show blood. That's it. That's the only thing that you can't show, right? That's what they consider 18 plus, which is absolutely insane to me because that doesn't feel very 18 plus for me, you know? That doesn't, like, you know. So essentially all you have to do is change the, like, basically that's what I want to do with my show, is make like the most brutal shit if it's a TV-14 show, and make it where the character, like, if they get like stabbed, they just like have like code that's like actually like replacement for blood, and have it be code instead, right? You know, have brutal shit happen, and if a character gets killed, it's like it's code, right? And therefore all of a sudden, boom, it's now TV-14. The most like, you could show a character getting beaten the ever living fuck out of, and that's considered TV-14 as long as it's not red, as long as there's no blood. Like, it's the reason why I call the joint a catnip, why I call it catnip instead. It's no longer weed, it's catnip. So boom, all of a sudden TV-14 no longer, that's even PG. That's considered PG, bro. This is like, basically all I have to do is put an arrow and be like, this is catnip. Like, all I have to do at the beginning here, if I want it to be TV-14 or if I want it to be PG, guess what? All I have to do is point an arrow at this. Like, watch this shit. All I have to do is put an arrow here and be like, you know, just show it for like 2 seconds and then put like, you know, it doesn't even have to be there the entire time. It just has to be there for a certain amount of time where people can see it, and it's like, and people know that it's something else, right? All I have to do is be like, all I have to do is put like an arrow here and be like, oh, well, this is, oops, hold on, sorry. All I have to do is put a fucking arrow here and be like, oh, well, this is catnip, right? You know, be like, this is catnip. And then have it disappear like 5 seconds later. And then like, you know, I mean, I think it's only like 3 seconds that I have to keep it up for, which I think is even less than it was before. So I have to keep it up for like that long, right? You know, for that long. And then, you know, and then boom. And all of a sudden, boom, PG. This entire thing is now PG. Straight up, because it's not, I never said that it's weed. I said it was catnip. All of a sudden, it's now a PG. This is completely PG. Despite everything else happening, it's PG. You know. The problem is, the whole pedophile thing, now it's TV-14. But unfortunately, like, because this guy's a pedophile, right? You know, but like, but you know, before all this shit, this is all PG. I mean, this is a gun, so technically, I would have to swap it out with something else. I think guns are TV. No, actually, no. Sorry, yeah, it's TV-14 still. This is a gun, so it's TV-14. So yeah, there we go. Still TV-14 because it's a gun, unfortunately. So yeah, if I change this gun for a laser gun, and then I didn't have, like, you know, alluding to this being like pedophilia, it would be, actually no, I think that's still PG. Yeah, so if I just change this gun to like a laser gun or something, boom, PG. It's straight up a PG. It's for kids. That's the craziest thing is, right? Ratings are such a fucking joke, man. It's such a joke. You know, ratings are such a joke, bro. Like, honestly, you could do the most brutal shit and it's PG. You know, that it's PG, you know? It's like when people talk about those content farms doing that fetishy shit, as long as they ain't showing it, it's PG. That's the irony about it. You know, the difference is I want to make PG that is good PG, right? Stuff that is so crazy that people would be like, that people will be questioning it, but they'll be like, nope, this is PG. This is a PG show. This is a PG thing. Take me to court. And they will straight up say that, yes, this is PG. You know, take me to court and I will show them exactly everything that shows that's PG, right? You know, right now I say it's TV-14 because I'm cursing a lot, right? You know, if I didn't curse, this whole stream would be PG. Crazy, huh? Like, it is absolutely amazing with the ratings that we have. And I think the ratings are completely fine. That's the thing. I think the TV-14 rating is completely fine, right? I think PG rating is completely fine the way that it is, right? You know, the problem is, like, you know, it's just the very small things that I think that, like, the 18 plus is such a joke, right? You know, I think the 18 plus thing is just such a joke to make it 18 plus, right? You know, it's like with the NC-17 thing that South Park did, right? They made a rated R movie and they cursed, and, you know, in order for it to not be NC-17, they cursed 399 times to make a joke off of that shit. Because that's absolutely insane that if you brought the 400th, if you did the 400th, how do you say it? The 400th, you know, curse word. How do you say it? It's, yeah, if you did the 400th curse word, it would just easily, like, be, what do they call it? Like, yeah, apparently that would be NC-17. Ratings are a huge joke, you know? It is. It's just a massive joke. It's like, if they really cared about the kids, they would be a little bit different on it, right? You know? They'll be like, okay, well, this is a little inappropriate for children, and this isn't. And this, like, you know, this could be a little inappropriate. This is actually something that alludes to something, so that should be a thing. You know, if they were consistent, I would be fine with it, but they're not. You know? They're not. So it's, you know, so obviously people like me completely skirt by the gray lines of the ratings to show people how much of a joke it is. You know? It's such a joke, you know? I don't mind going back to making, I don't mind, like, saying that I'm 18 plus if, and only if, there wasn't double standards, right? You know? You know? Like, that's the thing, is what makes things the rating that they are should be the rating that they are. It's like with things that are rated G should be, or things that are rated PG should be rated G, right? You know? And things that are rated freaking PG-13 should be PG. But the reason why they're PG-13 is because they added one fuck word in there. And the rest of the movie is PG-13 now for some odd reason. But apparently, if you don't say fuck one, or if you say, what do I call it? But then if you don't say, like, if you don't say fuck at all, well, that's a PG movie now. Crazy, huh? You know? Ooh, man, that would have really made a 13-year-old, like, freaking go crazy. Not like they haven't said the curse word, like, 50 million times.
They put 100 million swear words and it is PG-13. Excuse me.
Yeah. Hold on, they put a million swear words and it is PG-13? Is it? I didn't think so. I thought PG-13 means that you can only have one curse word. Hold on. How many curse? It might have changed since I was younger, which is probably true. Yeah, you can only use the word fuck once. No sexual content. Okay, so that's new. So no... Oh no, no sexual context. Okay, so no...
It's an example.
Okay, so you can't use you can't say fuck in a sexual context. Which, if you say fuck in a sexual context, it's rated R now. That's a complete fucking joke. That's insane. They did change that though, so that's interesting. If it is used more than once, the film, yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, here it is, right here. So no, yeah, it's still the same. You know. A PG-13 film can use the F word only once and not in a sexual context. If it is used more than once, the film typically receives an R rating. Other curse words may be used more frequently, but the overall context must still be suitable for viewers age 13 and older. And that's the thing is, what's suitable for 13 and older, right? You know, like preteens curse all the time. 13-year-olds curse all the time. Like, you know, like, middle school kids, like, not middle school, yeah, junior high kids curse all the time, dude. All the freaking time. They curse 24/7. So it's like, you know, what do you mean suitable for all ages? That's bullshit. For 13 and older. Suitable for 13 and older. Fuck that shit, dude. It's like they say that shit more times than a movie does. Like, no, screw that, dude. It's like, no. PG-13 should be if there's sex. Straight up, right? You know, this has changed. This I get, right? You know, but only once? Bullshit. Bullshit, dude. Bull fucking shit. You know? It's like, yeah, you can't say the F word or only once and not in a sexual context, but you can show people having sex and allude to people having sex, right? You can put shadows on the wall and like and then have like silhouettes and they can start fucking, but no, you can't.
Like K-pop Demon Hunters is more safer for 5-yo than Christmas family movies.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, K-pop Demon Hunters isn't PG? Wait, really? Hold on. I haven't actually watched the show, so... Hold on. No, it's PG. I mean, there's demons in it. So, I mean, there's actually demons in it, right? You know, I'm never gonna watch this movie because I don't really want to. But... there's, like, demons in it, right? Right? Oh, they don't even look like demons. That could be PG. I mean, there's violence. It's not very good violence, but there's violence.
It's a movie.
Yeah, it is a movie, that's true, but... I mean, how mature are the themes, exactly? Are they talking about mature things? I guess you want to know if there's adult things. Oh my god, those fucking faces. Holy shit. Good god. Hold on. Wait. Oh my god, it's the same people that made Spider-Verse? That's crazy. Hold on. Those fucking faces, dude. Hold on. Good lord. The play button's in the way. Hold on. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, those are some expressive... Are they using meme faces? Hold on, they're using meme faces. That's a meme face. What? Dude, they're using meme faces. Okay, and then those are the typical, like, funny face things. That's crazy. They're using fucking meme faces. Wow. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Well, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Actually, you know, I need to end stream anyway. Alright. You have a good night, bro. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit.